for when the lights are brightest.
Okay, buddy. I won't call on you until we get interface with YouTube, my friend. Take a nap.
Yeah, really.
Don't call on me for filler. I'm waiting for the prime lights to come on.
We're good. Hey, prime lights are on, Seth.
They're on?
Action.
Yes, Seth.
Whoa!
Hello, Sponjo.
Let's touch each other. What? Sorry. I'm just warming up, Gene. I didn't mean it.
Gene's
That
offended.
ain't even a good warm-up.
I know.
Even to say that.
I'm trying.
You messed up my donut.
Oh, jeez. I should go home.
Anyway, condolences to you, my friend. Where the hell? Why can't I get my
Condolences to him. Something happened to him?
No, there we go.
You lose
All right,
somebody?
thank you very much.
Did I lose somebody?
I completely messed up the timing when you came on. I wanted.
Good, thanks, Fash.
I just wanted to. I wanted to pop on that.
Okay.
Do you put that over, or do you not like that?
I'm indifferent.
Good, thanks, Fash.
If it makes you happy, then that's all I care
But
about.
you should have known. Like you've been on my radar. Even
Since
when
you met him.
Well, yeah. I mean, I knew that Fisher and Boy on 97X. I knew that I knew Boy was funny, and I never really thought I ever work with Boy.
Good, thanks, Fash.
So we would emulate you.
So Seth
or
used to be
mock you.
Boy?
Yeah, he used to be. It was Fisher and Boy, and he was the BOI in it. Boy,
I never even heard of
Boy,
that
how
guy.
you doing over there?
Good, thanks, Fash.
Not a lot of people did, Gene.
Yeah, I mean, did you ever say I'm Seth Kushner and I'm Boy, or were you just Boy?
I got changed to Seth finally when Fisher went to afternoons and Drew came over, so they made it the morning X with Drew and Seth.
I know, but who came up with Boy?
When I started as an intern, they because their interns cycled out, every semester, they didn't want to brand anybody, so they just called them boy and girl interns. And I ended up staying for.
Are you the only one that had the chops to make it? Out of all your intern friends that cycled through Cox on the intern program, like you did, as far as entering the intern program, how many went on to remain in radio, and get a full-time host job and all that? It's a very small. I doubt that any of them, besides you.
I worked with. One of them is Danielle.
Oh, really?
Who was our intern on the Morning X? Yeah, she's still over there at Magic.
So when you worked for the Cox, you worked for them. You didn't work for the headliner of the show.
No, there's no other radio personalities in the market, Gene, that have the same type of contract agreement with. I was an independent contractor, and everybody else whether in Tampa, if you either work for Clear iHeart.
No wonder nobody liked you.
What do you mean? Well, that is one of the reasons why a lot of the jocks didn't like me, is because I didn't have this. There was the same rules didn't apply to me that applied to them.
So you could adjust your show any which way you wanted to.
The number one way is that I own. Part of my deal was we got 8 minutes a day in our own. 8 minutes a day in advertising that we owned for the network, and so I could endorse or plug anybody I wanted. As long as I was on my network, and it wasn't considered plugola or playola or playola, because most radio personalities can't just start plugging things. They have to be a radio client and spending money with the stations and stuff. I didn't have that. I didn't have to abide by those rules. So I don't know if Seth,
why how'd you come up with that?
Because I was an independent contractor, and I had a contract stating that I could endorse up to 8 different clients.
Did you invent that, or did
Tom Bean did?
Tom Bean did.
Yeah. So when I would get on the air and say, I would have, if I was going to give Lasker powder coating a plug, because you were doing, some powder coating for me. Most radio guys couldn't do that. I could, because I would just say that you're a client within my 8 client, bundle that I was allowed to promote. So, a lot of radio personalities. Seth might be able to tell us what the consensus of the.
I know they couldn't tell you nothing about bashing me.
Well, yeah, I bashed. Yeah.
Also,
did you when I was bashing you back in the day? I think you tried to call the radio station and talk?
I did call the radio station. I went there.
And did you meet with somebody?
Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but I ended up to being the guy that gave us the tickets every once in a while.
Okay. And what did you say? Can you get him to stop bashing me?
Yeah, I said, what's it going to take to do this? Come on.
And when they say we can't do it,
Yeah, we have no leash on him. We have no reins on him.
Seth, to my plugola and playola, I think I've been told that was a big thing of contention amongst the other personnel, my fellow personalities. Did you ever hear about? Did you ever hear the scuttlebutt that I'm allowed to do that sort of thing, and they hated me for it?
Do you want me to lie? And
No, I want you. No, I want you to be honest.
no, nobody talked about it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry.
No problem, buddy. By the way, I wanted to give you my condolences, my friend, because the Bears owner, which the Chicago Bears were founded by George Papa Bear Hallis.
He lived to be 102, man.
Well, no.
Come on.
I don't know how old George Hallis. Gene, this is George Hallis's actually, I think, granddaughter.
Daughter.
Or, no, his daughter. I'm sorry. This is his daughter, George Papa Bear Hallis, the guy who was the founder of the Chicago Bears. And then he died, I think, like in 83. And this is his daughter, Virginia. She's been running the team since 83. And she died yesterday at 102.
Man, she lived a long time.
I wonder if...
I want to go that far.
What's that?
You will, Gene. You will.
I want to go that far.
You do?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at this moment.
I wouldn't mind making it over 100. Yeah, but Gene, I mean, she was, didn't she still go to the games and things like Seth? You'd see her up in the owner's box, and I think her son, they had her, and so her name, obviously her maiden name is Hallis, and she married a guy named Ed McCaskey. Back in the day, they had 11 kids.
She had 11 kids and lived to 102.
Yes.
Whoa, what a body.
What a gene pool.
Well, everything must have worked really good, everything popping out and still staying in.
Popping out, but still staying in. So Virginia McCaskey dead at 102. Now her husband died. Let me see. McCaskey served as the owner of Chicago Bears since October 31st, 1983, when her father and team patriarch George Papa Bear Hallis died. And then she went on and continued to run the team until then. I think her husband died. And then she had her brother, George Muggs Hallis Jr., who tragically died in 1975, giving her full control of the team upon the death of her father. So she's been in full control of the Bears since 1983-84.
That's the one bad thing, though, about living to 102 is watching everybody you
Go
ever
away.
have known die.
Yeah, you're right, including your brother, who's younger than you. Right, and so, and here's the thing, Seth. Most of everybody that dies in your family, well, they're probably younger than you. Like, because most people kick the bucket like at their high 80s. That's when most people die, in their high 80s, low 90s. And with today's, healthcare and today's technology, I think they can keep you running, Like, Gene, remember back in the day when you'd get, the technology of engines and motors and cars, you'd start getting near 100,000 miles back in the day before they had such great warranties and just great technology. You'd have to start worrying about, having major issues with cars and transmissions and things like that. But nowadays they make them, there's so much better technology and lubrication and just that you're, 100,000 miles is, it's high miles a little bit, but
It's
not
not a big deal. 300,000 now.
But on a diesel or something like that,
Yeah,
not
300
nothing.
grand.
So I think I equate the longevity of life nowadays with the average guy rolling around
To lubricant?
Well, no, to the technology of engines and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And but maybe lubricant.
No, I don't get what you're saying.
I'm
Because
saying back in the day when you would buy a brand new,
right, but I know
truck.
the technology's better and the lubricants are better, but what is better for us to make us last longer?
I mean, the technology.
What are we eating something?
No, the technology of just healthcare and the fact all the machines that they've that they can put you on and all the just all the medicine. Just nowadays, man, you could usually go and take a pill to whatever is wrong with you got high. Remember, I mean, back in the day, I don't know, they had high cholesterol pills and Ozempic and all the stuff that people can, all the shortcuts that can make you healthier. We continue to develop technology and medically to make us live longer.
Now they can 3D print body parts.
What?
Yeah, the 3D printer. Remember Steve's kid's doing that. He was talking about they were doing different body parts.
Well, like I think more like stents and heart valves and things like that. I don't think
Well, they're working on different body parts.
like a liver.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But hold on, I could understand something mechanical that you could maybe make in a printer and put in a body, but I don't think that major organs like you can emulate a flesh in a 3D printer. Like whereas like a stent or a heart valve, something that's hardware, I can see that you could make on a 3D printer, but I don't think that you can 3D print a spleen or a colon.
Why? Because it's mushy?
Well, yeah, I mean, what you know that, whatever you put in a printer, the material that spits it out has to be fed into it. So what do you put flesh into a computer and it spits out a liver?
Maybe some dead people flesh. I don't know.
I don't think. Anyway, Virginia McCaskey. I'd like to see. Do you still think she went to the war room during draft day and she's like, no, the kid from BYU is much better than the kid from Indiana. We got to, right? Or
I think she was making a couple of decisions a couple years ago.
I think you're right. I think she was making a few decisions. Maybe she's the one that blew in the Trubinsky call, right?
Yes. Oh, God.
I like that kid from North Carolina. Wasn't he from North Carolina?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he still in the league?
He was with the Bills, I think, right? I think he was with the Bills.
Is he Josh Allen's backup?
Yeah. He's been a backup.
Since he left the Bears. Where did he
went
go
to the Steelers.
He went to the Giants, didn't he?
No.
He went from the Bears to the Steelers?
Yes.
Just like
he went to the Bears, Bills, Steelers, and now back to the Bills.
Who's the kid that just left them and went to the Steelers?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. The Steelers should just be like, man, we get our quarterbacks all through the Chicago Bears draft. So, then we let them have them for a few years, get them broken, and show them how bad of a pick they were, and then we'll take them, and Mike Tomlin will coach you up and get them where we need them. So anyway, Virginia McCaskey / Hallis. The Bears have a 300. Oh, Lummy, this is not good. She has a losing record since her Papa left. Since her Papa Bear, George Hallis, left. It's in 1983. She's had a 335 to 340 record.
Oof.
McCaskey's son George is the current chairman of the Bears and have been working on securing a new stadium for the team. The stadium issue has not yet been solved. Sounds like us here in Tampa Bay with the Rays. Where's that going to end up? I mean, to me, I was reading some things online yesterday about it, and people really hate Stu Sternberg or whatever the hell the guy's name is. What's his name? Stu
Sternberg.
Yeah, Stu. People hate him.
Yes, they do. They wish he would sell them.
Is he really that bad? And supposedly the articles that I was reading was like we've offered him $600 million in public funds to help build the stadium, and that's one of the biggest amounts of public money that's been for any stadium that's been built around. Most owners have to pay for a large portion of their stadium, and this is the $600 million, I guess, is fair, or at least market value as to what most communities do when building stadiums. And he wants $900 million.
Yeah, he's making it pretty hard to really like him here in St. Pete or Tampa area. He pretty much doesn't want to pay for the stadium. He's making an excuse that he can move the team. The good thing is that I found out that I guess the Seminole Hard Rock, the Indians are trying to buy it, get a group together and buy the stadium.
He's not.
He's not going to sell.
Right,
he's not going to sell a team. It's too valuable.
I don't want to speak against my area, but this story's been going on for 20 years. I really wish the Rays would move.
Captain Creamsicle 25.
I feel bad for the people that have jobs there and everything, like the ticket takers, the ushers, all those people that get seasonal jobs there. But this is absolutely brutal, man. Like we're no one's paying for your new stadium.
No,
it's just not happening here, or it would have happened already.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think they're willing to pay what they offered him, during the last deal, which was $600 million, and I think that deal still stands. But he doesn't want that deal now. He wants a different deal because there's overages, and the hurricane has set him back with the repair of the Trop and things like that. So, I mean, I think he's kind of reneging on his initial approval of the deal, and now he wants more. And I don't know that any community is going to give him nearly $1 billion. He wants $900 million. And isn't the stadium only like isn't
it's like 1.6 billion? I think it is.
Right.
The problem is that because the Marlins stadium really screwed over us because how the owner did it.
How did the owner? How
Did the
owner
public pay for that one?
Yeah, pretty much. That's why. And then he
So
pretty much,
Stuberg wants the same deal they did.
yeah, and then I think it was Ronnie D or whoever was governor said it's not going to happen again because he got it. Franchise went up. He tanked the team, sold it, and he made like I think 1.3 billion on it.
And now it's a ghost town.
Yep.
Oh, it is. Marlins games are probably the only attendance that's worse than the Rays are the Marlins.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, not good, but their stadium's beautiful. Here's the problem, and I don't want to be disrespectful. I lived 30, I don't know how many years I lived in Pinellas County since 90. Not from 92, Lummi, to 2019. I lived in Pinellas County, so I don't know how many years that is. But
Kenneth Kendall, $100.
thank you, my friend. But it needs to move to Tampa.
Yes.
They need to put the stadium in Tampa. They really do.
What stadium, Bubba? Why you think St. Pete doesn't want to pay for a stadium, but all of a sudden you cross the bridge 15 minutes and Tampa's like, we want to give you $900 million.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I think that's what Stu Stubenberg wants to kind of pit the two. Let me Kenneth Kendall $100 because it's I love Lasker Fridays. How about it? Thank you, Kenneth Kendall. Let me. I'm sorry, Gene. Bring it in the money.
Where are you going to put that stadium here in Tampa?
So there has been rumors.
Don't try to stick it over there by me neither.
No, they're not going to bring it up to Lutz or over by the airport. But that's why they're talking about even the
why not?
group with
Why
the
not?
Seminole Indians are wanting to put one by the fairgrounds and make it an entertainment district by the casino.
I think that would work.
So
I think that would. I've always said
I love to entertain myself right by the jail. That's where I like to have the most fun.
They'd be hitting home runs
You ain't
into
got
the
far to go,
jail.
you get stupid.
yeah, you ain't got far to go when you get stupid.
Left field would be against the jail.
Yeah.
We can see live prison escapes during the seventh inning stretch.
You can see guys, up on the catwalk watching the game.
Yeah, when they're good, they get to go outside.
Yeah. The trustees when they're good, and then the home runs can go into the prison yard, much like when Barry Bonds used to put them in the bay. Remember?
Well, the first thing I'm thinking is getting me some baseballs and loading them full of stuff, and then popping them over the fence.
Well,
and they
Gene,
just
hold
think
on.
it's an overpass.
Isn't the?
I just think it came from the ball field, but really came from me, man.
So,
Make
Gene,
some money inside that jail.
really, you're passing on some stuff that you need to pass to your fellow outlaws that might be in jail, and you just do it during the game. So the guards just think it was a home run hit over the wall. Meanwhile, it's you, the fake baseballs stuffed it full of whatever.
That's right.
Didn't you used to do that? And one time when you did,
I used to do that. I was like a donkey, what you would call it, because I would go in there to visit some people and bring stuff in, and I'd hide it between the garbage bag and the can in the bathroom. And then after I left, then they would go in and get it out.
So
it'd be in a balloon, so they could stick it up their butt.
Really?
Wow,
did you stick it up your butt?
No, I didn't have to stick it up mine to get in there. No,
I'm saying.
No.
So you just didn't they pat you down and everything like that?
Oh yeah,
but you still hit it?
Yeah, put it in my hair.
You'd put it in your hair?
Yeah, man. I got a hairdo, so slide it up in there and put a little rubber band on it.
I got a hairdo compared to any of us who don't.
What is you said this happened at sporting events?
No, when his fellow outlaws were in prison.
Oh,
no, this was before I was with the outlaws. I was with the gypsies then, doing it for them.
Oh, okay, that's right. You don't understand, Seth.
So he snuck into jail.
He used to be a gypsy getaway driver. I
didn't see that on his LinkedIn.
Oh no. There was these gypsies, and all they do is just steal.
Yeah, we shoplifted. We shop mainly pennies and Sears.
So he would drive, and so
we start from the Keys and work all the way up to North Carolina.
No wonder they're both gone.
But what you would do?
What you would do? Tell them how you do
you
it.
Snatch stuff up like 4 or 5 leather jackets,
leather coats,
and then there was 3 of us that didn't do the stealing but did the driving or the packing and stuff. And we go to the next store, and I'd bring it back and say, "Yeah, I got this for my birthday." And it don't fit, so I'm going to get a different one. They said, no problem. So I go find something else, and I get a different item, so it's a different code, and I get the different item for about $30 more. And they say, well, this one's a little bit more. I say, okay, I'll pay the $30, and they give you a receipt for cash on the $700 jacket.
Wow.
So then I take the $700 jacket back to the next store, and they hand me my cash.
Yeah, and they would do this all the way up the coast. They would start in the Keys,
Couple $1,000 a day,
and then
$3,000 or $4,000
and then
a day.
if he wasn't if he wasn't in it, well, he was one of the exchange guys, but more importantly, is he was one of the getaway drivers. So they would be in the car.
Pay attention.
They'd be in the car, and he'd have it running, and like the door already cracked open a little bit, and then the people would come running out of
As
the
you
store.
see them coming out usually you got
get
two
rolling.
doors to come out, the one door and then the other door. But as soon as you see that door open, you need to be rolling.
And they
Rolling
literally
right up
just dove in the car.
And I just hit the brakes hard, and the door would fly open, and they would pop whatever's in the back seat in, and then hop in the front.
So before he was an outlaw, he was a gypsy getaway driver.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
For a while.
yeah, allegedly. This is way back in the
Gene,
80s. And then that's before he joined outlaws. So then some of your gypsies would get get popped. Did you guys ever get popped? And
I did. Remember, I got the Tico guys, they were up on the pole, and when they seen people chasing me and I had a baby in my hand, they thought I was stealing a kid. That's why they nabbed me, but I was getting away. I was almost away. But it was Jimmy, who was a numbnut. He brought his kid with him, and he says, I'm going to bring my kid, put it in a stroller, pack the stroller full of stuff, and come on out, Well, that didn't really work out for him because somebody seen him. So when they seen him and they go grab the stroller, I snatched the baby and went one way. And then Jimmy...
That should be a country song.
Jimmy took off.
I snatched the baby and went one way, and Jimmy took off.
But they were chasing me, and when people were seeing the cops, the security guards chasing me, they thought I stole the kid. And they were screaming, he took a baby. He took the baby. And then when I got out to the door to get into the car so I could pull up and get everybody out of there, Tico guys on the pole, man, they were up on that pole. They come flying down, and every one of them were studs, man, and they snatched me up.
And then how long did you?
I got 10 days because
to sort it out, right?
Well, I got 10 days because I wouldn't tell on Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
I mean, they were able to say
I didn't snatch no kid. I didn't steal nothing. They didn't have me on film.
Once they arrested you, was Jimmy around to get the kid?
No.
Who got
his girlfriend who owned the baby?
Owned the baby?
she snatched the kid up.
So that's what you did your 10 days for. But you were saying when you would, smuggle stuff into the jail, it's because you were visiting your gypsy buddies.
Yeah,
and you'd have a balloon that you would hide in. You would have a balloon full of stuff.
I'm trying to think of the main lady's name who was the boss, but she knew so many people all over the country, and then she knew who was in jail and who wasn't, and then she wheeled and dealed with the jail, with the people. And then stuff happened.
And then one of your jobs was to sneak contraband into the gypsies.
Well, it would be like three of us going in there to visit, and then all three of us bring it in.
Lummy, who's that girl on TV? Man, she's beautiful.
No,
who is she?
is that the Lebanese president? No,
I don't know. I don't know who she is. Seth, do you know who she is?
Might be the Lebanese president.
That's the president of Lebanon?
I thought it was a lady from South Dakota who killed her dog.
No, that's not Christine Gnomes or whatever. That's not her.
Man, is she not just stunning?
You're horny, dude.
Really? But she's not.
That's not the Lebanese president. You don't like her?
You don't
Well,
think?
I'm not saying I don't like her. And I'm not saying she's kind of pretty, but she's not stunning.
She's not stop the show worthy, right, Gene?
No,
Well,
sir. I mean, I
because
think
her face is too long, and her nose is half the size of her face, so that's way long. Okay.
By the way, speaking of long, we got some long money with Gene Lasker, Lummy. Gene Lasker brings in the money. Greg and Amy keep on trucking. Absolutely love.
Let me tell you something about money.
Lasker, hold on, Lasker. I absolutely love Lasker life stories. Gloria Zach, the glow bug, Lummy.
Yeah.
Lasker, Skibby,
glow bug?
Skibby.
Where
Is
did
it
you get these
Skibby?
names
Lummy, is
from?
it Skibby?
I'm a glow bug.
Lasker, Skibby Fridays.
Skibbies.
Let me, Gene. Did you hear about the Skibby toilet? Are you familiar with Skibby?
No.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? I bet you have you talked to your son
yeah.
about Skibby?
No, but I will.
And what are you gonna say?
What the hell is a skib?
Oh,
It's
A
Skibby.
skibby. And lay it out.
Man,
Don't
let
be
me
lying
for
to
being.
me.
For being the president of a country, she's probably.
it's not. It looks like it might be Ella Kohanen. She might be the U.S. Deputy Special Envoy.
She's looking for me.
Can we pull her up so the the dudes can decide.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find because the picture's similar, but it looks like a little different.
Maybe she's got her show makeup on.
She don't look happy. You know what I'm saying? She got no happy
She's
face.
got to be in the government some way, shape, or form. Just because U.S. Deputy Special Envoy remarks after meeting with the Lebanese president. So, let me. You need to look up Trump's U.S. Deputy Special Envoy. Who is that?
That's Ella Coe, but she looks different in these pictures.
Well, send me the
Is she on our
pictures.
side or is she a Democrat?
Well, not gee.
Everyone's on our side, Gene.
She's Hezbollah.
Democrats ain't on our side because you know they spent $1 million to see if the shrimps that you eat.
Yeah, the shrimp. Yeah,
could run on a treadmill.
that's pretty impressive.
Now,
they have a
Gene,
lot of
where
legs.
did
Did you see that on Facebook?
I'm telling you the
Gene,
truth.
did you see that on Facebook?
I sent you the
My
link.
wife told me about it, so she wouldn't be lying.
She's okay. I know she wouldn't be
She
lying.
looks into it.
Oh, okay. And you're
And
saying
she's got a couple more, but and I kind of like ignored her because it sounded so dumb. But I've asked her; she'd tell me some more, so she'll tell me after she wakes up.
what more?
But can you believe that?
Or more?
That's why them Democratic bald-headed lady was raising heck, and the other dude, the old man, was on there going like, "We will win, we will win, we will win." What, dude? You can't win nothing. We're already in.
That's not her, Lummy.
I know. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the.
Is this the new one? Is this the new?
So I'm trying to figure out. Plus, I'm looking up shrimp now.
The
that are
congressman
running.
people.
And it looks like they did study shrimp on a treadmill.
Okay, Sponge. How about that?
What does it say, Lummy?
It's so ridiculous you couldn't even believe me, could you?
No, I mean it's still.
It's still unbelievable. $1 million.
That you're saying the Democrats budgeted into the budget this year $1 million to see if shrimps.
There's 9 other stupid things too, but I forgot them. I should have wrote them down. They're so ridiculous.
That shrimps can run on a treadmill.
All right, I found it. Morgan Ortegas.
Oh, that's her name.
Yes,
She does look Hispanic. And let me. What is she? Morgan Ortegas. Is she?
Is she single? Is
she's the
she
U.S. Deputy Special Envoy for the Middle East.
All right.
the whole Middle East?
It says the Middle East.
Wow.
She's from
she looks better
Auburndale,
when she
Florida.
smiles, though.
She's from where?
Auburndale, Florida.
Auburndale. There's a racetrack there.
Ain't nobody from Auburndale.
So does
she
she work
is.
for the? She works for the U.S.
Yes.
Are you
Okay.
sending me? Are you sending me?
I'm going to her Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anybody would brag they're from Auburndale.
Yeah. I had a guy steal $600 from me one time at Auburndale.
At Auburndale or from
No,
Auburndale?
he was a friend of mine, and it was when I lived in Orlando.
Oh,
And I loaned him $600, and then he
Well, that ain't stealing.
Then he completely.
that's you were stupid.
Here, here's the woman I was talking about.
Yeah, there you go, Lummy.
And that is truer in this environment than any
Here,
time in
let me-
recent
here's the
history.
woman I was talking
Just
about.
think about
Yeah, there you
Iran.
go, Lala.
And that Iran's government is just as committed to killing American leaders as they are the leaders of Israel. Just days after the
Hold on. Seth, something you can wrap your head around. She looks like she's speaking at the Christians United for Israel conference.
Yeah, no, a lot of Republicans are for Israel. I'm down with it,
Absolutely.
man.
Hot ones too.
Oh, jeez.
Is that good for you? Is that good for you guys?
For who?
Seth?
It's good for. I mean,
I'm say it. Good for who, Lummy?
You said.
Gene said it.
Gene-
It's
Yeah,
good for who?
Seth, for Seb's people.
Seth's people.
What are they called?
Jews.
Yeah, there you go. Good for the Jews.
It is.
But
Yes.
I thought you weren't supposed to really say Jews unless you had it in a perfecto sentence.
Okay, I think that's a perfect sentence. This gathering of CUFI is.
What
is-
happens, Sep, if they say that the Jews is like you can't say it no more because it's like the N word?
Well, I don't.
Would you be happy about that?
No, I mean, I don't. People do use Jews like a derogatory way, but
Well, they don't say Jewfish no more.
that's true.
I mean,
No,
but
it's
that's
Goliath fish.
that's somewhat like to compare Jews to a fish is probably not cool. So I can see why they wouldn't say that anymore. But just saying Jews,
Probably the best
Jews,
tasting fish ever.
Okay,
Michael Hanscom, $50.
It's not like they
Oscar.
called a Jewfish from one of them little Bringles or one of them little pond fish, something.
yeah, but
don't
just
eat.
just the word Jew
Saying your
is,
shrimp on a treadmill, too.
is not. I don't think derogatory at all. I mean, I don't think it is.
And
it?
like I said, it's kind of a tweener, but I'm okay with it. I'm fine with the way that Gene used it.
This is kind of impressive.
Hold on, Gene. Maybe
They spent $3 million over the last 5 years on it.
Shut up, Lummy. Where's that from?
Listen, I bring facts to this table, okay? Because I don't want to look like an idiot.
The National Science Foundation.
Now hold on, Lummy. We have to really make sure that we're not being
No, this is true.
We're not being skibby
Oh, we're
here.
being
Let me
Skibby.
ain't gonna stick up for me.
Well, he is.
Seth, are we being skibby-dibby on this?
Bubba, I don't.
No, boy, this is 100%.
There's. I don't doubt there's footage of shrimps running on treadmills, but I don't know what
They had a 1.6 million for lizards on treadmills.
But what are they doing?
Lizards. That's what's the other one. Yeah.
What are they
Lizards.
doing?
They're trying
to see if they can exercise them to make them get bigger.
Make
So they
them
can
get big.
sell bigger shrimpers.
So they're like they're exercising the shrimp to try to build muscles or something
That's
like
right,
that. So
that's
they're
right.
are they a better shrimp? Do they taste better?
$20.
Fuck you.
Come on, with the music, this isn't real.
Look at it go. Look
The
at it on the
University of
treadmill.
Colorado did it.
Woo, get it, shrimper.
Lummy, are you afraid of Gene, or is this a real thing?
$1.6
The goal
we spent
was,
on this.
The goal was to gain insights into energy use and endurance levels of the shrimp with potential implications and understanding the effects of environmental changes on the species.
Okay.
What was
No,
that? Can
really,
can
you want
start-
to know the truth of it is whoever brought this to the table got half of that $1 million in their bank account, and the other half they made a couple pictures like this and made somebody believe it, like me.
Here you go, Lummy. This is the official. I don't know what her name is again. I mean, what her official title is, but that's who I saw on TV.
That's the same girl we were just looking at?
Yeah.
Nah.
And she's from Auburndale, Florida.
She looks better when she looks less.
What was she like? What was she before this? Like, was she a Congress lady? Was she,
Oh God, I don't know. I'm not in the political arena, so I don't know where everybody comes from. But I mean, if you want to know about some minor league baseball players, I could tell you where their career started.
That's more than me, man.
Let me, when we come back there, it's always a very fun time to start breaking down the Super Bowl prop bets. There's also information. There's also big news out of the NFL. I think they announced the MVP
and the Hall of Fame. I sent you.
Oh, did you see my boy got in?
Dude, the Hall of Fame, they screwed up, man.
What do you mean?
Dude, they dicked up Eli.
What?
They didn't put an Eli. I mean, you put a Jared Allen.
Hold on.
Iggy McGillicuddy, $20.
You're gonna. Thank you, Iggy. Thank you. Hold on. You're telling me that Eli Manning didn't get?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
They didn't put Eli in as a first-time ballot?
Nope.
Say it again?
Jobbed him out. They're going to have to put him in next year with Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers.
Why wasn't he a first-timer, two-time Super Bowl?
I don't know. I heard Sal Palantonio was on Dan Patrick the other day saying that Eli had a lot of support because Sal was a voter for the Hall of Fame. But I'm very surprised, man. I thought Eli's a lock.
I thought he was an absolute lock. Absolute lock.
Sep, it happens all the time. I mean, I'm not in the National Hall of Fame in Iowa either because of somebody stupid and doesn't pay attention to who I am.
Gene's talking about the Sprint Car Hall of Fame, and he's like, he should be in there.
I should be in there.
Well, I mean, how can we kind of like
maybe get do a petition?
Yeah, on your process and try to get them
Gene
back
Lasker
in.
I'll give you all the facts and we write it up. Yeah, let's do that.
Now, what is your wife just called you, and was she going to send you a list of the?
Yeah, but she's sleeping.
Okay. So let me, when we come back, we're going to go through the Super Bowl prop bets. We're going to go through they announced the NFL MVP last night. Looks like Peyton Manning. I'm sorry, Eli Manning got screwed over on the Hall of Fame.
Did you see Bill Belichick show up with his girlfriend?
Yep. And did you see
with the young one?
24
Can
G's.
we pull a picture up of that?
Yeah, we got yes. We'll pull a picture of that.
I'll send it to you, Lummy. I got it.
We'll get into that and more next. Hold on.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
I know it'll be next Friday, but we got to get a commercial report from Gene.
Yeah.
Gene, write down like your top 5 commercials or something.
When I watch it?
Yeah, and then we'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
Because I know we'll forget about what the fuck.
They're always stupid, but some people like them.
You know Sarah's gonna get you to like a few.
No, I might like
Hey, Sarah, am I supposed to like this one or not? Yes, Gene, you're supposed to like, okay. I got to report back to Seth. I'm supposed to do a little homework here, if you know what I'm saying.
You don't want to know what Gene's favorite commercials were, Bubba? I mean, come on, dude. That's a standalone viral sensation right there.
Man, I've had a little bit of a cough for like 2 months, Bubba. It goes away.
Call Dan and get an antibiotic. I'll get an antibiotic. Take it for fucking 10 days and it'll completely.
So I took that weight reducing thing, and I went from 297 down to 260, almost to 249 at one time.
Okay.
And now I'm sitting around 260, 263. And I quit using it like 3 months ago because I wasn't losing anything. I was kind of like gaining a little bit.
Yeah.
And I read it, it said to get off of it.
Let your body reset.
And 90 days or so, and then try it again. You think I should do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
And then hold on.
no one ever told me that
hold
you
on.
had different
Dosages. Or different kinds.
No, different, like heavier duty. Or like,
Yeah, you can get the heavier duty or stuff. They give you more. But then what you ought to do is when I'm getting after next week, and not because I got USAC next week, and then I'm good. We ought to work out at the gym 3 times a week.
It's hard for me to do that, make a living.
Yeah.
See,
Even at lunch.
It's like this. If I don't leave that shop, I make $2,000 more money. And when I add that up, it freaks me out that I do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out of shape. Too bad, but I'm not in shape at all.
Right.
You know, would I like to do it? I would like to do it. I would love to do it. I only have 3 guys, and right now I only got 2 guys and me because my damn sandblaster rode off on a scooter on 3 Fridays ago and got hit by a car right in my driveway.
Dead?
No, broke his leg in 3 places. Ooh. He got bars hooked to the outside of his leg, wire and shit. And then so they come off in 2 weeks, and then he can go to mild work, like answer the phone shit. He goes, I can still sit in a chair and hang stuff, or I can sit in a chair and sandblast what I can sandblast, and then what I can't sandblast, you guys can finish up for me, you know? And which is cool because he's trying to go back to work, you know? Not just sucking it up.
He's trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Well, I need to start.
But what do you? So did you stay on that Ozempic and then?
No, I never. I tried it a little bit, and it didn't really curb my appetite much. So I just gotta. The fasting works for me.
Man, it curbed my appetite. It made me. As soon as I'm hungry, as soon as I touched the food and took a bite, I didn't want nothing.
Yeah. Kind of same. Let Seth get in here.
Oh, I know you're good.
But as soon as I did that,
but I just need to. What works for me the best, and I can just drop weight so good is fasting. That's what works for me.
fasting.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I know. It's hard, but once you start doing it,
I can't.
But the weekends fuck me up.
The non-sugar to my brain makes me dizzy and fucking.
No, hold on. Fasting has nothing to do with. You can eat anything you want.
Yeah, fasting is no sugar to your fucking head at all.
No, not. You have an 8-hour period where you can eat.
Yeah, but the fasting part.
You try to coordinate it so that the fasting part is the majority of when you're sleeping.
When you're sleeping.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on the air here.
I mean, I'm fucking sick of being chubby. I make too much money to be fat.
I'm sick of being chubby. I make too much money to be fat.
That's right. I should be able to pay to be skinny. It should be. I mean, technology. Come on, man.
That's where Dr. Dan comes in.
How about our men's doctor we had back in the day?
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
So the quote of the day from Lasker. I'm sick of being chubby. I make too much money to be fat.
Exactly.
And
exact words I said.
I lost about 30 pounds And then
And then it didn't lose no more. Now I'm going up a little bit.
I'm
Not
going
a
up
lot, but a couple pounds.
Getting
And
a
I'm
little chubby here. I ain't really happy about it.
No.
So I tell Lasker, I say, man, Lasker, I did try the Ozempic, and it just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't work for me.
It worked for me for a long time, and then it quit working.
Yeah.
So now I'm off of it for a few months. Now I'm asking you, should I go back on it?
Well, you should go back on it and then try to do intermittent fasting. And I'll tell you, man, when I'm dialed in and I'm paying attention, I'm just so disheveled right now. Literally, I got home at 11:15 last night from the track.
Okay, but you fast at what time?
So
what you don't eat from 12
You want to do 16 hours, okay?
What?
Yes, you can. Let's walk through this. By the way, it's Gene Lasker Fridays, and thanks. Don't forget PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army to support the show.
As soon as I lack a little bit of sugar to my head, I get dizzy.
What's up with the glasses today, Gene?
You like them, huh? I knew you liked them.
He's the movie star.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you just because you're just you dialed in the.
I'm dialing in my
stardom.
Yeah.
Okay. So
glad you get to see me.
So Lasker, 16 hours, and you'll start dropping it. So what time do you? Hold on. What time? I'm gonna try to walk you through this. What time do you go to bed usually?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Okay. So 8 in the morning is 12. So add 4 to that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So your first meal would be at lunch.
I do that.
All right. So hold on. And you can eat until so he can it's 8 o'clock. No, so he can eat from noon.
That ain't gonna work.
You can work noon.
I do that right now.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm just saying.
I eat dinner at 7.
Okay. Well,
I eat lunch around 11:30, 12. That's all I eat.
Well, you should.
Only candy I eat is
weight should be falling off you. If you go 8,
if
you really locked in and you did 8 to noon, 8 p.m. the next night till noon the next day, if you really stood by that, because you're obviously not, you would lose weight. You're either eating late at night or you're eating when you get up in the morning.
Well, I don't eat nothing past 7, 8 o'clock because I'm in bed.
Right. So I'm just saying, try it. 8 o'clock to noon. And from noon to 8, it's you can eat anything you want.
Yeah.
For that 8-hour window.
Anything you want.
Anything you want.
Man, you're so full of it.
No, I'm just saying. For real.
It can't. I'm close to doing that now when I'm not losing nothing.
Well, you're not. Try that strictly.
Strictly.
Yes. Try that strictly.
Okay.
Iggy McGillicuddy said the issue is all the candy I eat.
The only candy I pretty much eat is either licorice, and it don't got no sugar in it.
What?
Licorice.
And
then I eat the hot tamales.
Oh, yeah.
You need to stop the candy because it's just killing your body with sugar. So just get off the candy.
Hot tamales are only like 60 calories.
60 grams of sugar. 60 grams of sugar is exactly what the hot tamales are. So, Gene, just stop the candy and eat anything but candy. Hell, you could eat, steak, hamburger, French fries, almost any of that. And if you do a 16-hour...
I'm sitting there talking about this while I'm eating a donut.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, just try to consciously stick to my... I can't... From 8 p.m. till noon, you don't eat nothing. And then when you do eat noon to 8, that it's not licorice and hot tamales. It's something else besides almost anything but that. Super Bowl 59 live is will happen this Sunday. What is it? Kickoff 6:30.
XXL Gamey, $20. God ain't gonna jump out and make you skinny, Gene.
God ain't gonna jump out there and make you
God
skinny.
is not gonna come out my pocket and knock the weight off of me. I can tell you that right now.
Making powder coating great again.
I'm gonna have to do what Bubba says because God don't help nobody that don't help themselves.
Right, and you know what? I'm sick of being chubby. I'm too rich to be fat. Is what Gene
That's
said.
exactly right, man. I got enough money to pay for skinniness.
6:30 is what it starts.
Why can't I have it?
Well,
because Dr. Dan don't know.
Well, he does.
How to make people skinny.
Yes, he does.
Well, he ain't doing it to me.
He's skinny.
And I'll pay the bill.
Why don't you get some stuff sucked out then?
Going now.
Dan's skinny because his hormones are skinny.
Well, his genes.
His genes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, he's got a skinny whole family, everything.
Yeah. So anyway, Gene, try that. Get off the hot tamales and the licorice, and try that. Try that all next week. Try that starting today. Starting today. Again, well, you've already blown it because
I've already blown it because I ate a half a donut.
Right. So tomorrow.
I don't eat nothing
until noon. And then you can eat till 8.
Then I can eat till 8.
Let me Charlie Chief. Chief Charlie, $20.
$20, thank you.
Eagles versus the worst father in history. Andy sucks.
Ouch.
Oh, because didn't his son go to prison for a DUI manslaughter or something like that? Andy Reid's son worked for the Chiefs.
It's not his fault, though.
Yeah, and then he had one of his sons, I believe, drowned or died of suicide or something like that.
Yeah, it's been. I don't know that you can put that on the word. I don't think that you can call Andy Reid. It's kind of bull crap that you're calling him the worst father ever when one of his sons died from suicide and the other one died from I mean, when they're grown
Right,
adults,
it's his fault. He didn't raise him right. You think Mark Coben's going to suicide himself? No. And he ain't going to DUI and manslaughter nobody either. Because I'm raising him right.
Yeah, he had to go. I forget. She said last week he left the house open when he went to school, and you told him he was getting his ass beat when he came home, and he had to think all day at school that he was getting his ass beat. And then when he got home, you'd already forgot about it and weren't mad about it anymore.
Well, I didn't forget about it, but I knew that I scared him enough because I was so hot about it in the morning.
You were yelling for hot?
Oh, yeah.
What was Sarah trying to calm you down?
No, she didn't know. I called him on his phone while he was walking to school.
Oh.
He walking to the bus stop.
Right, so he's walking.
I talked to Mom, and Mom, she always candy coats everything, and she fixes things, so I don't.
For him.
For him, yeah, that's her.
So you got to catch him when he's outside of her.
If I say something out loud, she'll go, "Oh, well, I had him doing this and I had him doing that, and he was doing this because of that." She always wants to step in and
be his spokesperson. Hold on, Sarah is his union rep.
Oh yeah, and then we get into argument. So she tries to stay out of it as best she can, but then the other. It got a little bit out of hand. I said, and she was stepping up for him, and I got mad about it. I go, listen, your batting average ain't really good because your other kids grew up to be idiots, and this one's not.
Gene,
what?
You can't call Sarah's other kids that she had before you idiots. You can't.
Okay, well, they're not that smart about having any common sense of what the world is a valid.
And so you're going to try to, you're molding.
So I'm trying to tell her,
Coben
leave Coben up to me.
Yeah.
Your batting average ain't that good. Mine's better, and it's working out.
Jay, that's exactly what your wife wants to hear. How much she messed up with her other kids, and how you need to step back and let me.
I know it don't sound good saying it, but it
works
it's better.
It works inside the house, doesn't it?
It works. Right.
So you call him on his phone. He's now.
It's hard to make a little man into a gentleman nowadays.
It is tough. Trust me, I tried.
Right.
And look at me. I'm going on. Actually, it's 3 years. I'm going on 3 years right now. You want to hear the? Hold on. I wasn't going to mention this on the air, but I feel as if I have to. Because I think everybody in the studio, obviously, and who works here, maybe feels my pain. Maybe you can see that I carry a lot of that burden on my shoulders, not having a relationship with my son. I really had a great relationship with my son, growing up and racing and doing all kinds of cool stuff. And then he met this chick and, her and I clashed, so to speak. And he obviously told me to pack sand, and he's, completely one of the most pee-whipped persons in the entire world. And I've reached out, I don't know, probably 100 times via text, email, Facebook Messenger. I've been completely locked from all parts of his life. I've been blocked I can't look at his face. I can't even really keep up with him on social media as to what he's doing, even though I'm, no longer, I guess he no longer wants to have a relationship with me. It doesn't take the fact that I'm his father. And it didn't take the fact away that I'd like to have a relationship with him. I'd like to say, hey, let's see if we can sit down and let cooler heads prevail here. And I'd like to have a relationship with my son. I know your fiance, they're engaged now, doesn't like me. I know your fiance's family doesn't like me. That doesn't take away the fact that,
why wouldn't their family like you?
That I love you. I always love you. You're my only child. you and your mom and I have, we have a friendship and an understanding. Your stepdad's a great guy. I talked to him. He comes to the track. He did everything he could to put you in a unbelievable super late model ride last year. And because of her, you lost that too. So I just don't understand why some of the men in your life who love you can't talk to you like a man and we all come up with some type of remedy of this really uncomfortable situation. Because there's a lot of people that love you, Tyler, that you have shunned out of your life that really will just be, namely your grandma and my mom, who's not going to be around forever. You didn't have a relationship with your grandpa, my stepfather, Eddie, when he died, because you're on this hiatus you don't talk to Tara, you don't talk to my mom, you don't talk to me, you don't talk to Augie, you barely talk to your mom. And so here's what really, I wasn't going to mention this on the air, but this devastated. Like I'm really upset over it. So as you know, Gene, we have the Lucas Super Late Models in town this week. And, we took the East Bay schedule. So they're running Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Right.
So Tuesday, man, was a really great crowd for a Tuesday. I mean, we were like 60% full on Tuesday. Wednesday was about the same. And last night we were about 75% full. And then tonight, first night winner, Devin Moran. Second night winner, Jonathan Davenport. Third night winner, Jonathan Davenport. Boy, Lasker, Lummy, can you see if you can find the flow highlights from last night? Lasker, it went clear down. Gina went clear down to the last lap.
Who was running against him? Who was trying to put it on him?
Brandon Overton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Kyle Bronson was running third.
Really?
Yeah, Brandon's very own Kyle Bronson.
He's got the talent. He's got the ability to win.
Oh, he
Anytime.
does. Sponsored by, of course, Wayne and Cheryl Hammond.
Yeah.
Love those guys. I know you've always been a big fan of Wayne Hammond.
Yeah.
And Brandon Ford.
Both of them.
So anyway, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, then Jonathan Davenport last night. And so I see Augie, which is Tyler's stepdad.
I said it to you.
Okay, thank you. And he, I guess, or Jenna, Tyler's mom, isn't blocked from all of Tyler's stuff. She can still, see.
So you snatched her phone up?
No, I didn't snatch her phone up. So Augie on Wednesday comes to me and said, "Hey, do you know Tyler was at the races last night?" I go, "What?" Yep.
He slipped in on you, Sponge, and ducked down and looked around.
So he got in. He paid. Obviously the people in the ticket booth don't know who he is because I have people that. I have a lot of different people here.
All you gotta do is hood up.
You're right. So him, he brought it. And by the way, he owns a wiener dog.
Yes,
Rhett. He owns a wiener dog.
That's how you find him.
And he took a picture on let me the turn one bleachers there. Gene, where the people in the pit sit. Yeah. He took a picture of him and his dog. He said, "This is my 7th track that I've taken." His dog's name's Pittman from his favorite driver, Daryl Pittman. This is the 7th track that we've taken Pittman to, and literally most of the night I was probably less than 300 feet from him, but in the infield. And I kind of hang out there.
So Jenna didn't tell you that he was there?
Jenna didn't know that he was there until the next day when he posted that.
Oh, too bad.
So it just crushed me to know that he actually came to my track. I was probably only a football field away from him, and
you had to pay, Tyler.
Well, that's not what I'm going with, Lasker.
Well, I am. You ain't, but I am. I'm making me a T-shirt with your mom's face on the front of it, and then it's going to say Tyler Clem's grandma on the front, and on the back it's going to say, and he ain't even seen her in 3 years because he's an idiot.
Gene's making that T-shirt.
And I'm going to wear it in the pits.
What's that, Ray?
It says a lot of ink on the shirt.
Has a lot of ink, Gene. So I was like, oh my, you're that, you come to my track we're that or you're that close to me, and
if he knew how you fought to take care of him in the beginning when the courts made me have to be a
witness,
parent guide or something for you, or I had to be witness and watch you, and I had to have the fighting that we had to do just to hold him as a baby, so you didn't lose any time with him.
Yeah,
didn't get to watch him grow. He
It just blows my mind.
It does mine too.
I mean, listen, I don't know if the situation is ever going to be remedied or not, but it's just, man, is that a FU to me? If he comes up to my track and
he had to be prepared to run into you.
Yeah, maybe he wanted to.
I mean, that's. I mean, I think a therapist or somebody with a brain would tell you that's some small way of reaching out.
Yeah. But then I think you're right. Zach, but there's also
that's more like a here.
There's also the FU factor in the fact that
Oh, is that your track? And I got to watch the race there, and then walked out.
And I didn't,
because he could have just boldly just cut across the racetrack.
He could have gone to any official and said, "Can you radio to my dad that I'm here to say hi to him?"
But he could have just walked across the track and people could have seen him. He could be showing up because no one's allowed to do that.
Well, here's the deal.
And he walked out there to you.
Here's the deal. He knows that he could walk onto the track. Some people would try to stop him. And all he had to say is, Bubba's my dad.
Yeah, Bubba's my dad. So get your hands off.
And everybody would say, okay.
Let him go.
Let me get him. That's all you had to say. Bubba's my dad. I mean, any Lucas official, anybody in that entire facility, if you knew you could come to me, I'm in the middle of the infield, and nobody's going to stop you. You can even have your dog in your hand with your girlfriend.
Can I say that and get free parking?
Bubba's my dad.
Yeah. Just wanted to see where that gets me.
It'll get you a lot at Ocala Speedway. Bubba's my dad.
You just told a secret to a lot of people that are going to start getting in for free. They're about to find out that Bubba has 400 kids.
I'm going to have to give him a picture of Tyler and say,
real son.
Wanted.
So anyway, man, I don't know, man. I've not talked about it. It happened on Tuesday night. I didn't find out about it till Wednesday through Augie. And then so the
rest of the night was you looking for him hard?
No, I don't have. I really don't. I don't.
You don't love him that much.
No, I don't love. I don't have the time, Gene. Gene, I'm constantly, on the radio with Lucas. What are we going to do to the track?
He might have been there, Sponge. You could have found him, nodded him up, and got him on the right track.
He had to marry a couple on the infield, Gene.
That was a hump up in the bed only or something.
Yeah,
what was that line you put? That was a pretty good line.
May the ups and downs of your marriage only be between the sheets.
Where did you get that from?
I'm not going to tell you. So, Gene, you know, good racing. I didn't mean to get. I know we're supposed to be doing the Super Bowl stuff, but we got all morning for that, or all day, or the entire show. I am very proud of. We've put together 3 nights of unbelievable racing. We've been on time. We've been out of there and done checkered flag by 9:15 every night. And not an ounce of track might have been a little juiced up and a little wet last night. Probably we're going to take it down a notch, but it was hammered down, and it ended up being it went clear down to the last lap.
Nice. Green flag waves in the nutrient.
Gene, who is a should be Hall of Fame dirt track sprint car driver, will appreciate watching these guys and how well we have the track manicured and how passing.
One here on
Gene, two high side, low side.
Oh yeah,
we got a little
low
bump.
side is fast.
We got a little whoop-de bump coming out of 2.
I like it.
I asked Lucas, and they're like, man, it gives the track character.
That's right.
Look, the greatness of a racetrack is when you got multiple grooves. Look at this.
3
1,
of them there.
2, 3.
Yep.
And this is how the race first, second, third, fourth.
Man, I wish you'd have moved that tire up a little bit, man. You could have caused mayhem in that corner.
Real good race.
I wish they'd move the tire up. They're right on it, though, Gene.
I know.
Brandon Shepard's got a good run on KD.
Look at this.
And caught somebody.
Watch this high side
Look
stuff.
At that left rear.
40 not able to nip him at the straight, though. Brandon Overton there.
Watch the run you get off, too. That's all that new material I put in. Watch this run that you get off, too.
As well.
Best Shepherd has looked all year long so far in that Rocket 1.
In the turn.
Is that not really good racing? Gene, you
They
know
are
good
getting
racing.
busy, ain't they?
Oh, damn, I'm sorry. That is some good-ass racing.
Yes,
Let
sir.
me get it down here, Gene, to like how many to go here? Here we go. 4 to go. So, Gene, Overton's chased down JD Superman Davenport, and, clean air is really, really crucial to these things. So it's
on
tough.
the late models.
Yeah, look, he gets.
That's
his,
how close he was. He took the quarter pound off.
he takes a quarter. I mean, is this not?
That's for the checker.
Yeah, this is one.
Oh,
yeah,
what a picture!
the lab coat's out right now.
Man, that's a heck of a
Say
picture
it,
right
say it.
there.
Let me. The lab coat's out.
The lab coat's out.
In there. Off of 4.
Watch this crossover. Then he Gene Lasker's quarters, and watch this. Bam! Drives through his quarter.
Right.
So I mean, is this not? I mean, I'm getting excited. I watched
He
it live. But I mean,
dragged
is
that
this
right
not?
rear just a little bit. He might have got him at the stand.
Is this not unbelievable, Gene?
That's good racing right
We've
there,
never
bro.
had a track this good.
Look at the difference in the wings, man. The 76, he got too much wing back there. That's why he was hopping them bumps a little harder.
Davenport.
than the
Just
29.
hold on. This is the last lap.
Oh, that wasn't the checker flag.
No, this is we're getting.
Oh,
that
what
was
a driver.
what,
Oh,
going
man.
into 3.
I would bet he who wins it.
Well,
He don't.
Straight away.
Right there, he lost it.
yep. Look at that skag. Look
Skag.
at that skag gimmick.
Ocala.
Look at that.
Perfect place for it.
Woo!
I need to take a picture of that for my
Perfect
boy.
place for it.
For my boy Randy.
Seth,
Yeah.
you taking notes
Oh God!
for our race?
I thought the way that the 76 screwed up at the end was really, really bad.
So you know not to do that when we're racing.
Did you
right?
know what we meant by it? Well, what
yeah, he
really
drove
happened?
through his quarter panel. I mean,
Oh, no, that was a good
Everybody
move.
knows that. Say it, Seth, please.
yeah, you can't drive through the quarter panel. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, that's the first thing Seth tells all of his up and coming racers.
and next time, I mean, put the tire in the track and let's cause some mayhem.
yeah.
No, put the tire off the track so that left front could hit that bump
Gene,
at the hill.
he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I know.
What do you mean he doesn't? I know, dude. I know what mayhem is.
Hey,
You do.
That's not
you
your
could be
house.
that. You
I'm
can,
gonna
almost be that state.
Seth,
you can almost be that State Farm guy.
If I
from
get a
Mayhem.
chance, I'll introduce you to that infield tire.
Oh God, that's not as friendly as I thought it was when I first heard it.
Favorite novelty props for the Super Bowl has to be.
So anyway, just to close out the segment, I carry that burden. My son comes. I haven't talked to him for 3 years, and you know what? If I saw him, I'd probably start crying. It's been just such a long.
He was probably
short-
there for 3 nights, and he was waiting for you to find him, and you just didn't want to hunt.
Okay, Gene, I don't go to my track trying to hunt my son. I go to my track because I got a lot of things to do, Gene. That track doesn't prep itself. And Rob from Eldora, and I help him. This is his gig. This is his jam.
We ain't gonna get no free skags if we don't have a good track.
Yeah. So, Tyler, if you're listening or this gets back to you, man.
Yeah, get up
come-
here and shake your dad's hand. And let's get
Yeah, let's come on, bud.
I'll let you drive my paper car.
Gene will put you in a 360 Sprint pavement car. You can go on, and you know what, Gene? He'd do well. He would do well.
I know he would.
The Gatorade bath. And this year, I'm going to be betting green.
All right, so one of the prop bets for the Super Bowl is the color of the winning team's Gatorade. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if I was a coach, I would get a hold of all my assistant coaches and all my trainers and all that stuff and say, I don't want a Gatorade bath after, because you got to think, man.
Too bad,
I mean,
Coach.
That's pretty cocky. You're pretty much saying we're gonna
We'll
win.
give you a bath every race.
If we would win, I don't want Gatorade dumped on me, and I'm sopping wet with Gatorade. I don't want that. And I mean, does
What do you want, Jack Daniels?
No, I don't want to be. I just want to let's go celebrate and have a good time. But is there a
It's
tradition
the history of the game.
I mean, when's the last time has every coach taken a Gatorade bath and you just have to say, okay,
Everyone that I know
no,
that I've ever watched.
I need Rhett or Seth or Lummy to look
looking
at.
up,
Is there ever coaches that have won the Super Bowl that don't get a Gatorade
No, it's
bath?
tradition. I mean, sometimes
The one time that you seen him run from the guy.
yeah, they might not get a direct hit, but
Right.
I mean, it's every time.
It's attempted.
It's attempted.
Oh yeah.
So one of the prop bets is what's the color of the Gatorade going to be?
/yellow/lime in this market because I think the Philadelphia Eagles ultimately are going to end up winning the Super Bowl, and that will be the color that will be poured on the champions, just like.
I think you can bet up to $500 on that. They have put a limit on what you can actually, the amount that you can bet on, because you can bet on anything how long the national anthem is going to be, heads or tails in the coin flip,
It's going to be green.
it was back in the 2017 to
Hasn't been
2018
green
season
for a while.
when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. So that's going to be one of my
Well, you know
favorite
why, don't
novelty.
Green don't have that much of a taste to it compared to orange and red. Leaves an aftertaste in your mouth.
Purple's won it
Makes
the
you have
last
to
two
spit.
times. Purple's won it the
Purple?
last 2 times for that. Blue took it twice. Orange, blue, and then it was green for the Eagles in 52.
I never tried none of that.
The latest
Dumb colors.
The latest 2025 Super Bowl odds from Sportsline Consensus lead list Kansas City as a 1.5-point favorite, down from a half a point from the opener, while the over and under is 48.5. I think I would take the over on that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. That's what I'm betting on. I'm betting over 48.5 on the over and under.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a high scoring game, in my opinion.
Anyway, some of the
both of the defenses suck.
No, they just have good offenses.
Just that good of an offense that they
Yep.
gotta make points.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
Shaquan Barkley, over 110 rushing. I think that's a lock. I mean, most of their offense is based around him really getting out and running, and then they'll start to nickel and dime you on the passing.
Where's the game played at?
New Orleans.
You don't know, Gene?
No.
It's played,
Orleans.
it's,
That's why I
played,
asked.
it's played in New Orleans. Jalen Hurts under 211 passing yards. DeAndre Hopkins over 11.5 yards.
Yeah, they don't throw it to him much.
They don't.
No, he's up and down on his
I'd bet over on that, man.
Yeah.
It's a Super Bowl. He's got the best hands on the team.
Good point, yeah.
Take A.J. Brown as an anytime TD. I think that that's
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, a lot of those anytime TDs. The one I sent you had the halftime, the national anthem.
Yeah, I got this one coming up next
Yeah.
year. Okay,
This is for real
sorry.
degens, by the way. Is the Gatorade, the national anthem, the coin toss, how many times they got to show Taylor Swift?
Is that straight
21
degen?
times Taylor Swift gets
I
seen.
mean, who's going to get shown more, Trump or Swift? I mean, yeah, this is for the real. This is,
But I found out on the Gatorade bath, Bill Belichick, Super Bowl 51 did not get a Gatorade bath.
So
Why
that
didn't
was
he?
8 years ago.
Yes.
That was
Because
because Bill Belichick probably said, "Don't douse me with Gatorade."
Well, he didn't
But
have
he
Gene
did get
Lasker
it.
on that
He
team,
did-
now did he?
Well, he did get it Super Bowl 53, but yeah, at 51
and he
did
did
not
walk
get it.
up to with a what's his girlfriend, 25?
24.
Yeah, I'm going to do that next. He went to the red carpet, all the NFL ceremonies last night, including who's MVP and all that kind of deal. And
So that was Super Bowl 51 that he didn't get it. Because if
Right.
I ever see the guy, I'm gonna pour Gatorade on it. So this is for Super Bowl 51, where they mistakenly didn't give you a Gator bath.
Oh, so you're going to Gatorade him and say this is for because you.
Now I got you. You're just like everybody else. You're part of the team.
I have a story. I have a Gene Lasker pouring.
Gatorade. Yes, I did.
Oh, so that I have to go into words, so I'm not too late. But I got a Gene Lasker. Gene Lasker will pour stuff on you. So Gene and I go to a WWE event. I think I got Tyler with me as a little kid at the time. I think we had 4 tickets, maybe Nilla. I don't know who you brought, Gene, but it was me, Tyler, you, and somebody else. I don't know who the other person was. So we go to the WWE, and we're front row. And MJ was, because he promoted the WWE, and he was, the second most popular radio personality in town. I was on the front row on one side of the ring, and
I thought it was the other guy.
And no, it was MJ.
It was MJ.
And so MJ is like on the third row, down from us a little bit. And Lather goes, "Hey, let me tell you something. If you go to the concession stand, they got one of those commemorative WWE, like 64-ounce Thirst Busters."
Big old cup.
He said, and they're like,
Can you say Thirst Busters again, like Gene?
Oh, yeah, giant cup. Foot tall.
Thirst Busters.
Okay.
So I go, yeah, and he goes, "Let me tell you something. It's about $25 the way they're trying to gouge you for it because it's a commemorative cup, but I don't care. It has the most liquid in it." I go, "Okay, Gene, what's your deal?" He goes, "See MJ over there?" He goes, "I'm gonna act like I'm, like
I'm on a trip.
I'm gonna act like I'm, excuse me, sir, you're in my seat. Like I'm just coming through." So MJ was at the end of the row, so it would make sense. Like if somebody was in the middle of the row and they wanted to get out, MJ would, technically have to stand up or let you through. So Gene goes, "I'm gonna go behind him, and excuse me, sir, I'm in the seat," and go behind him, and then I'm just watch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "All right, Gene."
I made it look great.
So Gene goes and gets the 64-ounce commemorative WWE John Cena, Matt mug or whatever the hell it is. And he goes and commences to acting like he's a fan that's in the row behind MJ. And when he's going right behind MJ, he goes, oops, he tripped over his boot.
A guy stands up for you, and then you trip on his foot, and then your cup comes out of your hand.
And Gene goes, poured the entire 64-ounce of syrup,
from his head down.
He goes, I'm gonna get Coca-Cola too because it's real syrupy, real sticky. He'll be sitting there all night long, all sticky and everything. How about it? I go, Gene, that would be great. And this is before. I think this was way before cell phones could record, video and things like that. And so Gene went and poured 64 ounces of Coke down MJ and half of it down his wife. And he goes, man, I got him good. I got the whole thing. I got his whole left shoulder and half of her right.
It was a great night.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
I am'd you Snoop Dogg talking about.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
I think I got it right here. Let me see. All
Yeah, I said that. It should have been in your Twitter clip.
Yeah, let me see
here. Well, it's in the IM if you
here.
can't-
Here it is, right
Oh,
here.
yeah.
See, this right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to send a bunch of during prep when I was sending prep. Problem was it was still going on.
What was
Some of the award shit.
Oh yeah.
So I was trying to get it off of X, and then I'd send the prep, and the next thing you know,
Is that her?
something else would come up.
Yeah, right here.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, Bill Belichick.
Boy, he's got to be putting up with some scrutiny, huh?
Yeah, I mean, but he doesn't give a fuck.
No.
It's more about how much she cares about the fallout, because everybody will just say she's a gold digger.
Of course she's a gold digger.
I mean, they ain't gonna blame Belichick for going out with her. I mean,
They probably have a lot in common.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't really matter to me. I know that he's got some swag and some drip and some riz, but I just don't know what she gets out of knowing that she's not gonna really be able to spend. Maybe I don't know. I'd be like, this guy's not gonna be here forever.
Yeah, but
How-
you have
how-
a picture of the litter afterwards.
How old is he now? How old is he now?
71, 72. I mean, I mean, we're talking almost a 50-year age difference.
Yeah. And she's 24, right?
25?
Yeah, 24.
She's gonna party with them for the next couple years. Go to the red carpet event.
I mean, what is she, an old soul, or is he just horny and she's?
He's just horny.
Do you think that he can lay it down?
No.
No.
He's probably just on his back.
I can't lay it down. Do you think she just rides him into the sunset?
Yeah, I do.
Do you think he has to pop a V?
Yeah.
A Canadian Blue Chew?
I think he does probably a daily Cialis.
Just like a vitamin, just for the hell of it?
Yeah. Just to shrink your
Look
prostate.
at how old you are. You hit one of them blue things a little early, and then hit one a little bit later, just before you're ready, and then do a line of cocaine, and you will. Cocaine works on any age, bro. It don't know how old you are.
Hit it early, hit it before, then hit a line of cocaine, and you're straight?
Yeah, you're straight. You'll break something.
Dude, the shit on Sunday, man. You go right on. They don't give a fuck about their trucks on Sunday. They were fucking balls to the wall.
Who's that?
Yeah. Monster Trucks.
Oh, yeah.
It was tearing up, fucking just going absolute crazy. They were just going nuts. I heard Saturday was kind of like,
Really?
at the end, the freestyle.
I talking to one of the owners of that place, one of the big boss fellas, and he said that the youngsters they just don't listen, they just do it. So they don't. I said, because I asked him, I said, did you tell the guys to slow down on one day and not the other day? He goes, no, we don't tell them anything anymore because they really don't listen.
Well, those guys, yeah, you spent the old
All the young
timers-
kids.
Yeah,
They're all young.
The old timers just seemed like they kind of held back.
Yeah.
Except on Sunday, they did. Whoever's driving fucking El Toro Loco fucking just put on a show. And his kid's in it.
Yeah. The pit thing was great. It was probably one of the best ones ever.
Yeah, I liked it. I went to Sunday.
They did a great job of that.
I like how they did it across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did too.
The views and opinions made by Gene Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station. Now, let me tell you something. If you do not like Gene's opinions, you're probably just stupid.
It's a Gene Lasker Friday. Mushroom Mitch DeMark on the PayPal. Thank you, Mitch DeMark. See you tonight. He was at Ocala Speedway last night.
Yeah, he made Flow Racing during the national anthem. Him and the Nashes.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Did you see it or did
Yeah,
you?
I caught it on the freeze frame. I sent it to you. I mean, if you want to see it.
Yeah, I like to see it. Sure.
Okay. I sent it to you.
Some of the prop bets going on. The color of the Gatorade poured on the winning coach. You have purple at plus 200, yellow lime, orange, blue, red, pink, clear, water. National anthem. Again, Seth has said this is for degenerate people that have too much time and or potential money on their hands. But more importantly, you're a degen.
I bet this one.
You did?
Yeah.
I rest my case.
I mean, it's
Super Bowl national anthem betting odds over 125, over 120.5, which is 2 minutes and 5/10 of a second.
Yeah, this guy's kind of slow. He plays the piano. He kind of is going to draw it out. So
It's basically over 2 minutes or under 2 minutes.
Yeah, I took over.
I feel like they always throw this bet out because once he rehearses, then somebody leaks that information of like how long his rehearsal took, and then they normally shut down this bet.
Yeah, but they'll let it go.
Okay.
And who's the guy that's singing it?
John Battisti.
So, who is
I don't know.
John Battisti?
He plays the
Piano player.
Yeah, he plays the piano and the guitar.
Settled, yes. If John Battisti plays one or more notes on a piano throughout the performance of the Star Spangled Banner, U.S. national anthem must be shown on broadcast. So, if he's playing a piano or not, yes or no?
Yes.
The total length of the last brave note sung by John Battisti. I wish I could know how to say his name. Will a player or coach cry during the national anthem?
Oh, that's a yes.
Now we got Taylor Swift's into the deal.
Yeah.
John
Grubbs, $20.
The only place that you can bet this is in Ontario, Canada. So what does that mean? Will Travis Kelce propose to Taylor Swift during the Super Bowl?
No, you can bet it everywhere. I think it's just FanDuel's rules, and for some reason in Canada.
Proposal must be on field after game. Seth would probably know the possibility of that better than us. I mean, I don't get the vibes that they would do that.
That's a hard no. She doesn't even want to. She's concerned about showing up to the game because she doesn't want to overshadow. So
okay.
I don't think that there's going to be a proposal at all.
So let me, when it says minus 1,500, that's basically you're making what, $5 on a $100 bet or something.
Yeah, good. I mean, there's no point. That's degenerate right there.
Super Bowl halftime prop bets. Kendrick Lamar first song betting odds. So This is his what's he going to open up with? And I guess these are all of Kendrick Lamar's songs.
Ooh.
And then his last songs, and then all of his songs. What's his biggest hit, Seth? What's been
Not Like Us.
That's why it's a plus 380.
Yeah, that's his Drake diss. That won a Grammy. I mean, that could be first. That could be last. It could.
Will it be in it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, by far. And he could play one of his older songs first, or he could play "Squabble Up," which is one of his newer songs that's on the radio. So
Is he a black guy?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's a black guy.
Yeah, big time black man.
Celebrity guest to appear on stage, and it's got all these people that potentially might appear on stage with Kendrick Lamar.
Won't be Michael Jackson.
No, it won't be Michael Jackson, and it won't be Prince now either, does it? How many diss tracks will Kendrick Lamar sing about Drake? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
1.
Will Drake release a song on Super Bowl Sunday?
Will anybody say Diddy?
Will Kendrick Lamar wear a hoodie for his first song? Who will be the MVP? Who will the MVP thank first post-game? God, teammates, family, fans, the team, coach?
I think that
probably teammates.
A team organization or teammates.
Yeah. Will there be a field goal doink? I'd say probably not.
No, probably not.
They're pretty rare. Will there be a power outage? Well, what are you? Somebody going to cut the power to the stadium just so they can win this thing?
I think was it the last time it was in New Orleans? Didn't the power go out when Beyonce was performing?
It was Ravens and Niners, I think.
Okay.
Or did it happen another time after that?
I think that's the last
time. I think it's just this one time.
That's why the odds are so wide. No, being so high.
Me and Lovey saw it might be on this list, but we saw a pretty messed up one earlier this week. There was a prop bet on if a guy would leave the game because of concussion symptoms.
Really?
And it was like plus 450 or something.
Yeah.
What team will Jason Kelsey wear on Super Bowl Sunday? Of course, obviously Jason Kelsey, Travis Kelsey's brother, who was Philadelphia Eagle up until last year, center. Was he not a center?
Yeah.
And a good one.
Yeah, he was.
Good. Is he now?
He'll be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. So, yeah, what then it's, Philadelphia's Eagle jersey minus 146, no jersey team logo plus 164, Kansas City Chiefs plus 430.
I like the money on the Chiefs right there, to be honest with you. He's shown in the past that he's pretty fair weather, and when he shows up to support his brother, he has like a signature pair of Chiefs overalls that he'll wear. So I think he's wearing something like that. Plus 430 is good money.
Will he be working at all?
Yeah, is he?
Oh yeah, that's true. He started a late night show.
Yeah.
This week.
No, it's been going for a couple months now.
Okay, they've been taping it for a little while then.
Yeah, it's not good.
you give it a shot, Lummy?
Yeah.
Settled temperature at the time of kickoff in New Orleans, as indicated by the New Orleans Lakefront Airport from a source of the National Weather Service.
Oh, God.
Now, this is all Celsius. Oh, no, is that 16, which is, so they're saying it's going to be 16. What? They're doing 16, which is equals to 20.9 Celsius. I mean, they're not giving us
16 to 20.9 Celsius. Why don't they do Fahrenheit? That's
okay.
I don't know why.
I mean that's stupid. That's DJ.
Are we the only ones in the world that use Fahrenheit?
I think we are. I think we really are.
I think Mexico uses Fahrenheit.
Hey Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. Composer and pianist U.B. Blake was born on this day in 1887. He co-created Shuffle Along, the first successful Broadway musical, written by and about African Americans. As a composer, he was quite notable.
Yeah, there's some countries that use it.
Oh, is there? I'm not even. I was going to ask her, but I might as well just ask you. What countries use? Let me ask her. Hey Alexa, what countries use Fahrenheit compared to Celsius?
The countries that use Fahrenheit as their official scale are the United States, Belize, Palau, the Bahamas, and the Cayman Islands.
That's it.
No, there's more, but she's an idiot.
Oh, Lummy Bing calling out Alexa.
Yeah.
Little bitch. I mean, they're just smaller. I mean, you got Turks and Caicos, St. Kitts, Marshall Islands, Caymans, British Virgin Islands, Antigua and Bermuda.
So we're the only ones in the world that use Fahrenheit.
There's a
big one to matter.
Yeah, Liberia, the West African country.
Bill Belichick brought his 24-year-old girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, a relationship that has drawn no shortage of interest to the NFL honors on Thursday ahead of the Super Bowl. Now, if you look at the picture, is that one of his Super Bowl rings? Is she wearing, or is that just some bling ass? Because you can see that you can see that Bill on his right hand has multiple Super Bowl rings. What does Bill have? 7, 8 total?
6?
No.
Yeah, no, they said all. Yeah, they said all 6 were displayed, so she was wearing one.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he probably had one over here, 5, and then she had 6.
Yes.
I mean, listen, if you're 71 and you're Bill Belichick and you want to be, I would, if you, and you can floss like that, I would. Would there be anybody else that wouldn't? If you divorced from your wife and you bolted up on, like Gene would say, bold up on this, is there not a one of us? Now she's the one nobody's gonna be mad at Bill. She's the one that takes all the heat, gold digger, blah blah blah. But the guy that was able to score this, I think he just straight pimp.
I mean, yeah, met her on an airplane.
Appearing in public is very much in Belichick's interest these days, as he's now head coach of North Carolina, where he's been on a recruiting trail since taking the job back in December. As such, he also bought some evidence of blah 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 blah. So let me. I think this is Snoop Dogg. Now this is earlier in the night when Bill and his girlfriend were, what's her name?
Jordan Hudson.
Jordan
Hudson.
Jordan. Now, does anybody down like her? Like, where does she come from?
She was a former cheerleader.
Oh, for the Patriots?
I mean, had to be.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, she is hot. So this is earlier that night as they were walking the red carpet into this event, the NFL, like awards show, and Snoop Dogg was a presentator, I should say, at the NFL awards show, and this is Snoop. Look, there's my friend Dion.
Dion,
he looks great.
Sponge.
I told you I wasn't gonna go nowhere. Me and Jerry just had a talk. Wasn't even a job offer. Wasn't I really one of the most people? I was the most resilient on saying he's not going anywhere.
100%.
Bubba, do you think you've always had gold diggers in your life?
I've had a few, I think.
So she wasn't a Patriots cheerleader. She was still a college cheerleader up until 2023. So she was
up until 2 years ago. She was a college cheerleader for who?
Bridgewater State University.
There you go.
Where she went over. Yeah. She
because I've been a football fan for a long, long time. I mean,
wait a minute. What a kick-ass outfit, right? That's drip.
I remember.
Gene, is that drip?
I don't know what that means, but I wouldn't wear it.
Long time. I mean, I remember back when the Cowboys was good.
Is those fingernails?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me.
It's like Snoop likes to grow out his nails a little bit.
That's gross.
I remember back when the Chiefs was bad. And I remember, what was it? Bill Belichick's girlfriend wasn't even born yet.
Wow.
He's mad.
She is absolute fire.
She is sharp.
She's sharp.
She's taking it well, though. Look at her.
Yeah, she's taking
cool
it
about it. The rest of them guys ain't got nothing to say, man. They ain't got nothing like he got.
You're right. You ain't got what he got.
Look over at your old lady before you smile.
Look over at your old lady before you start, co-signing with Snoop Dogg, right?
That's exactly right. You too, Snoop.
Most valuable player, Deion Dawkins, LaShawn McCoy, Kurt Warner, Aiden Hutchinson, and Ray Lewis.
Buccaneers legend LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Was this in New Orleans? It obviously was.
Yes.
It is my honor to protect Josh Allen's blind side. You want Josh on your team.
Man, look at that jacket.
And not just because to game plan against him. Josh is a great leader, a great teammate, and most importantly, a great dude. Over the last 7 years, Josh has led the Bills.
That's him?
Yeah, that's the quarterback for the Bills, Buffalo Bills. And he won the MVP last night over the guy from the Ravens. Is it Lamar Jackson?
Oh, they didn't make it to the Super Bowl.
Lamar Jackson, woo, I am for real. Finish the line, Gene. Never meant to make
your dog.
I don't know that line.
Entire city on his back from the moment he entered the league. He was a tremendous, but speaking as someone who was in the trenches with him, I think he just had his best season yet.
His girlfriend's pretty sporty, too.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a little Selena Gomez kind of.
She's a singer-actress.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld.
It's his fiance.
Haley Steinfeld, any relation to Jerry?
Steinfeld.
He played.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think he played the best football he did all season after they got engaged.
You didn't know her, Sep?
What?
That girl, you didn't know who she was?
Oh, no, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Steinfeld.
Yeah, well, that's his origin, right?
Yeah, that's his origin. Yeah, she comes from his origin. Yes, Gene. That's a very nice way. Yes. She comes from his origin, Steinfeld.
But I also, if you want to, I sent you the opening with Snoop Dogg and Jelly Roll.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Jelly Roll.
Man, everybody is
dressed
just
in pads.
Jelly Roll, man, he's headlining now.
I know, man. He's killing it.
He comes in.
You should be happy
after
for
a
the
minute.
fat guys.
I am. I'm happy for the fat guys.
He looks fat in his pads.
Hey, did you see the article yesterday on Antonio Brown where he filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy? And he said he's lost. He blew it all. He has no money left. Antonio Brown.
How do you do that?
And he made $100 million in his NFL career. And he filed Chapter 11 yesterday. I just saw it.
That's embarrassing.
What in the hell is
he
Snoop
doing?
Man, Snoop's just a hired gun, is he not?
I don't know, man. I don't know, y'all. This just feels right. It's always been my dream to be in the NFL. And I know a lot of y'all teams are desperate for players. Otherwise, I wouldn't know Gardner Minshew's name. Hey, where Cam Hayward at? Cam, where you at, Cam? I'm ready to go, baby. I'm ready to play for my Steelers. Put me in, Lo. You know what the Steelers need? Another quarterback. Imagine this. Long Beach, Compton, Inglewood, Omaha. Hut 1, 2, 3 into the 4.
That would be fun.
And you talking about a dual threat? Psh, I'm a quadruple threat. I can puff, pass, throw, sing, act. And you know I'm running that West Coast offense.
Holy hell.
Ain't nobody
Yeah, this is a little bit cool. I mean, like who wrote this for him?
any more West Coast than the D.O. double. I'd be in the pocket like.
I mean, I never really thought you'd ever think Snoop was a sellout.
You call this a sellout?
I mean, kinda. I mean, Seth's saying it's pretty cheesy.
Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, Snoop's. I don't blame Snoop.
Snoop is cheesy. He's been cheesy from the beginning. He's no different.
Maybe in your world, Gene, but we've lot of us people really think that Snoop's pretty cool and pretty talented.
Pump, pass. I could be the next Peyton Manning. And not just because I do too many commercials. Hey, Cam, call up Tomlin. You get me on that field, I won't leave it. I'll play all 4 quarters and the halftime show.
Don't be ridiculous, Snoop Dogg.
Jelly Roll?
Oh, that's my redneck boy right there.
So look at Gene does not like the Snoop Dogg performance, and then as soon as Jelly Roll comes out, Gene pops.
This is probably getting cheesy.
God, Seth, I think, in my opinion, this is probably going to be worse.
Yeah, you think?
Well, I mean, listen. I think factually, Snoop would probably have a better chance of being a quarterback than Jelly Roll being anything on an NFL team.
He can block.
You don't know that he can block.
He's big enough to hold him back.
That doesn't mean nothing.
Look at everybody.
If anyone deserves a shot in this league, it's me. Snoop don't even look like he plays football. I, on the other hand, peak athleticism, music superstar. One could say I'm Travis and Taylor in the same pair of britches.
Lasker pops.
That's funny.
The only person popping's Lasker.
The whole audience is.
Even my stupid boomer ass doesn't even pop. This
You
guy's
don't
over
like
here.
the guy.
Yeah.
Because he's fatter
Gene.
than you and he's better.
You don't like the guy because he's fatter than you and he's better.
Please. I'm Travis and Taylor. You're Romo and Jessica at best. But you got a little O-line in you, though. I see the O-line.
O-line? I want to play running back.
All right. Again, the only person that's chuckling is Gene Lasker, ladies and gentlemen. Just whatever.
Running back? I could see that. You're like a double-decker Jerome Bettis wrapped in a Post Malone wrapper.
This is the one thing that, I mean, out of all the things the NFL's done and out of, sports, these award shows like the ESPYs and what they're doing now, it just doesn't work at all.
It doesn't.
I
would, as a sports fan, I would just be more straight up at the podium. Let's give the awards out.
But
right?
I'm a huge sports fan. I've never watched the ESPYs. I've never watched this. I didn't even know it was on. I just looked on Twitter to see who got into the Hall of Fame. Maybe this is for the athletes and everything. Maybe they're enjoying the show and they like that, but this is pretty brutal.
When did they start doing this?
I didn't know when they started all this shtick. I mean, I know they had these awards.
They've been doing it for a while. They had a couple of years ago. They had like players on stage singing with Kelly Clarkson.
Uncle Eric,
like Kirk Cousins
$50.
came out and did a musical number and everything. They really ham it up every year, but they've been doing the NFL Honor Show for a while.
It's the position forever.
So there.
Forget the tush push. Your team needs the jelly belly. Yeah, that's where I just come in and roll over everybody like a log, like water off a duck's butt.
I like that. I guess you
like water off a duck's butt, Seth.
It rolls.
I'm with you, Seth.
No, this
is cringy.
It's actually starting to warm up now.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
The water's off the duck's butt got you?
Oh, I'm locked in now. Who's going to come out next?
I don't
It's
know.
like the Royal Rumble of idiots.
They had a player with as many face tattoos as they fans.
But these aren't random face tattoos. This is an undercover playbook. See, what you don't know is what the quarterbacks see is they can throw the wristband away because right now they got the big Batman star eyebrow cross hut 1 2 2 2.
I've almost okay. I mean, I'll write out the last 7 seconds.
I like that. That's actually a good idea. Roger Goodell, call us up. Snoop and Jelly, what's cracking?
Well, that was the opening act? That was the opener last night?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
Oh, who cares what I think? I'm not the demographic.
Before that, don't forget
I don't
we're
watch
giving out
football at all, and it would have kept me watching some more.
There you go. I guess it's probably there you go.
So you
It's
picked
made
up
for the
some kind of
person.
talent.
It's made for the person that knows nothing about your
That's
league.
exactly what the damn.
I mean,
was
hold on.
about.
Gene Lasker loved it, and he does know nothing about football.
And that's why you got more people
hold on.
watching.
Watch this. Let me just watch this. Let me just show you how much he doesn't know. And don't look at chat. And nobody.
I don't got no chat.
Yeah, he doesn't have chat up.
I'm not chatted up.
Okay, let me. I'm sorry, Gene. Let me show that. All right, Gene. Who's the starting quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I do not know that.
Gene, who is the wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I don't know the quarterback. What would they make you think I know the receiver? I don't know any names. Sapp's
right,
gone, and the white guy Lynch is gone. So they're done. I'm done.
So, okay, who is the quarterback Eli Manning, who did not make it to the NFL Hall of Fame in the first time ballot, which we thought he would? But Eli is. Do you know who his brother is? Eli Manning, and who is his brother that played for the Colts?
The other Manning.
Who?
The other one.
Okay, he's got a name. He played for the Broncos and the Colts. He won Super Bowls.
His name is I don't remember. Marshall
Manning. Yes.
Marshall Manning. No. What is it? It's Eli and
Jamal.
No, wasn't that? If you said it, I'd know it.
Nobody say it. Gene?
Peyton. Okay, yeah, it popped up.
Yeah,
that's because you said it earlier.
So what about this?
Yeah,
the trophy that the players will be playing for is very, very, very popular. Named after the former head coach of the Green Bay Packers, who won the first 2 Super Bowls. Do you know what the trophy is called? The trophy they're playing. Like, for instance, let me ask you a question. Do you know, this is no sports, do you know what the trophy that the NHL, probably the most famous trophy, one of the most famous championship trophies going is what the NHL National Hockey League plays for. Do you know that?
The one that they threw from boat to boat?
Well, no. That was the trophy I'm asking you about, but I'm first asking you about the NHL championship when you're the champion.
No,
of the
I don't
NHL.
know it.
Have you ever heard of the Stanley Cup?
Oh, they had a Stanley Cup. That's right.
There you go.
So who was Stanley that owned the cup?
I don't know. We do not know who Stanley who owned the cup
Well,
is.
why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I didn't know the cup. You don't know the Stanley.
Okay, you're right. You got me on that one. But how about the trophy for the NFL? Do you know what that is?
It's called nope, don't know.
The Lombardi Trophy.
Oh yeah, Lombardi. Yeah,
And
he
you know
was.
he was.
He was.
You know what his first name was?
No, but he was the coach for the
Green
for
Bay
that
Pack?
kid that was that. What was his name? They hollered it out at the stadium. Hollered his name out. No, I don't know.
Do you know what his first name was?
Rudy
Lombardi. They're playing for the Rudy Lombardi Trophy,
Oh,
which
yeah,
was Vince Lombardi's Down syndrome brother, Rudy. It's Vince, Lummy. I'm sorry,
Vince Lombardi.
Vince Lombardi. Yes.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, of course. Mach, where did you?
I sent it to your messenger.
Oh, okay. It's something Gene Lasker involved?
Yeah, Trump AI.
Oh, is it more Trump AI?
Yes.
For Gene
no. I know more about it too. They're taking cats and they spent $1.7 million on testing cats going to the spa to see if they can have less.
What stress?
No, the cat balls, hair balls on the cats. Let me see what it said.
I'm assuming you got a text from your wife.
Yeah,
and she's talking
sending
about
cats to the spa to see if it's resulted in less hairballs. We spent $1.7 million for that.
Lummy, can you look up that? Now Lasker did say putting shrimps
can run on a treadmill.
On a treadmill, and he was right on that.
$50 million for the condoms that we sent to Iraq.
$50 million for Gene. By the way, is now he's the regional rep for Doge.
We
and,
sent
the overexpenditure.
$14 million on money for trans people to get the operation in South America countries. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that, Gene.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I have heard of this Gene Sex cocktail. It's great. Huge results.
The Gene Lasker sex cocktail you were talking about. I think during the hot mic you were saying, listen, all you need is a Viagra early in the day, Viagra early in the day, a Viagra about an hour before you want to do something, and then a quick line of cocaine, and you can go all night long. Did you not say that?
You're on it.
Is that the Gene Lasker sexual cocktail setup?
So we got Trumpy helping me out.
Yeah, we got Trumpy helping you out. Again, Josh Allen, quarterback from the Bills, the NFL MVP. I don't want to go through all these players and all these people doing cheese dick one-liners. Just know that the MVP was won by Josh Allen from the Buffalo Bills. And then here's the other winners. The Coach of the Year goes to Kevin O'Connell, Minnesota Vikings. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse, from the edge rusher from the Rams. He's a rookie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Florida State.
Comeback Player of the Year, Joe Burrow. Quarterback, Cincinnati Bengals. Offensive Player of the Year, Shaquan Barkley, running back for the Eagles. You'll see him on Sunday.
Gene's right about the cats.
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah,
Find me the story.
Hey, don't check all of them and bat me 1,000 there, bro.
Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, quarterback, Denver Broncos. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels. God, that was a no-brainer. Quarterback, Washington Commanders. Assistant Coach of the Year, Ben Johnson, Detroit Lions. Hasn't he just been picked for the Bears? He's going to the Bears. God, I think he might be. That'd be the NFC Central, man. That's going to be a tough-ass division.
Yeah.
Especially if you can turn the Bears around. The Bears weren't that far. I mean, the Bears were way better than the record.
Yeah, they dumped a lot of dead weight off, too.
Yeah. When I returned, I wonder if this is like a fentanyl deal. Kansas City sports reporter dies in New Orleans ahead of the Super Bowl 59 The television station is reporting he was 20. He was on Telemundo, so he's a Spanish language speaking network.
Oh, I was going to say it was that dude with the black chicks the other morning.
What was that?
The one we were talking about.
Oh, the morning
I'll
show.
see you guys later.
Where he picked up the two.
He rolled up with the chicks.
The three black prostitutes.
Oh yeah.
That
That guy's getting after it. This guy was a Telemundo sports reporter from out of Denver.
Oh,
I'm sorry, out of Kansas City.
Telemundo,
and he was only 27 years old. Adam Manzano, who worked both as an anchor and a reporter, died while on assignment to cover the Super Bowl for both for both the Spanish language network and Tico Sports. We'll get into. So listen,
that's some more of that DEI education going to hell, ain't it?
I don't know if that's in play, Gene, or not at this point.
Yes, it is. That's probably why he got the job. And he should have had the job because he was an idiot.
Well, here, if you're 27 and you die while on assignment in New Orleans,
doing fentanyl,
ahead of the Super Bowl, there's only one way to die. And that's because you're partying, as you should, and everybody in New Orleans is. But, man, you can't take any pills that you don't know where they came from.
Exactly.
You just can't. You cannot, unless they come from your prescription bottle and you got it filled from your pharmacy.
At Walgreens.
And nobody else has touched those. Don't be buying any pain pills on the streets of New Orleans. Because you'll get, it only takes, what is it, like like the size of an eraser? No, like the size of a...
Less than that, man. My friend put a little bit in his tooth because he had a cavity in his tooth. Well, it was Caveman. You remember him.
Yeah.
He had a toothache, and I let him $200 to go get his tooth pulled the next day. So the next day he was going to get his tooth pulled. Meanwhile, he couldn't sleep. He's sitting out on the porch, and this dude riding by on a bicycle saying, "Hey, man, I got something for you if you need anything." He goes, "Yeah." And so he thought he was buying a little bit of cocaine, but it wasn't. It was fentanyl, and he got a little baggie of it, and he put it in his tooth to numb it, and he died. He laid his head back and went to sleep and never woke up again.
So your buddy Caveman, who used to work on our sprint car team, had a bad tooth. You gave him $200, and he bought some cocaine.
He just filled up the hole in the cavity in his tooth. How big could that be?
Not that big.
Not that big.
And it killed him.
I mean, lines are way bigger than that.
So I'm sure that, when I come back, I'm going to get into this, but I'm sure this was a fentanyl deal.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
I've been reading the last 2 days.
And my wife, she gets so irritated over stuff like this, and she has a bad day over it.
I've been reading the last 2 days. I had to stop the first time I started reading.
Just imagine how much money's wasted that we don't even know about.
But
I know.
Classical music to the cats.
Did you send me the article?
Yeah, I was trying to find a video article, but I sent you this article.
Let me know when it's there.
It's there.
So at this moment, what do you think about the helicopter crash? Do you think they did it on purpose?
No.
No.
This is the easiest website to read on it. It's from a government site too. It's a senator.
$1.3 million of your money. How much I had to drug that cat to get that picture, or that's not real.
Yeah. $100 from John Kostika.
Thank you, John.
Lasker is the man.
Go, John.
Johnny K.
Somebody needs to name themselves. Can chat hear me?
Yeah.
You need to come out with shrimp on a treadmill. That's a good name.
Oh, you telling them how to names to use?
Somebody needs to come out with that. My new name is shrimp on a treadmill.
Is it cold in here?
Yeah.
Where'd the Bears pick this year?
10.
Huh?
10.
What are they looking for?
Offensive line, defensive edge.
That's the two areas.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's trying to find that edge. That's like the.
Yeah, that's why Myles Garrett could go for a bunch of draft picks.
Oh, a bunch.
Did this bell get his attention?
I'm not really allowed to touch that bell. Lummy's got the official bell. This has just kind of always been here.
I know it's always been in, but we had to do this so he'd look at us.
Oh, is that when you come in? Oh, that was it.
With anything. If you want to talk to him, you had to.
Really?
And then he would say, "I'm not talking."
Is that still a thing?
No, evidently not. Because we're next to him now. Well, I'm saying he used to be that way. We used to have to beg to talk to him.
You have to ring the bell to get Bubba to talk to Bubba?
Yeah, you have a lot of talk to Bubba actually during the day.
Wow.
Yeah, they're making all this shit up, Seth.
I don't know, Bubba. It does sound like a rule. And I know that you like rules.
Oh, man, back in the day, he was the king and we were nothing. What's the rule, Lasker? You're a king and I'm nothing.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Let me first tell you that indeed Gene Lasker's story from his wife, the lovely Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
I love you, Sarah.
I love you, Sarah. How about it? Glad you're getting to see me. I think I do a spot-on Gene imitator. I don't do a lot of good impersonations, like my Dion sucks.
No, your Dion's good.
And, you know, my
your Trump's pretty good.
No, I don't think so.
No,
but I think my Gene Lasker is like my best impersonation. I don't do many, but and most of my impersonations sound the same.
The best is when you're trying to impersonate yourself in a story, and then you start using a Dion voice as you talking.
Hey, Sponge. Sponge, I've known you since
I wanted to say that, but I didn't know how to say it.
Sponge.
I wanted to say, you do a better impersonation of yourself when you're trying to do it, And
Shut up, Lasker.
See how he is?
Yeah.
White Hairs gets
Johnny,
5 memberships.
Who?
White Hairs.
Johnny K. 2 for him, 2. Johnny K, the steel-slinging madman out of Valparaiso, Indiana, $100 says, "How about it, Gene Lasker? Lasker Fridays, one of his favorite. Thank you. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. That's how you support the show.
We're rolling on some hundreds this morning.
We are rolling
Thank
on
you,
some
guys.
hundreds. Yeah, courtesy of you, Gene Lasker. Gene Lasker's wife, Sarah, finds these stories for Gene to potentially bring up during the show.
No, she wasn't caring about the show.
She
was just educating Gene, and he found it
She was
fascinating.
getting mad about it. And
Well,
so what are you getting mad about? Well,
So she was looking at these stories, mad as hell, and then relaying them to you.
and then she showed me why that the bald-headed black lady that was a Democrat was saying we're going to win, and I was, saying I want to assassinate her, but
Gene,
Gene,
hold
Whoa.
on, Gene, Gene.
I'm so locked in. Take it from here, Sponge.
The views and opinions made by Jean Lasker are not necessarily those of our advertisers or this radio station. Now, let me tell you something. If you do not like Jean's opinions, you're probably just stupid.
She's just trying to start a war between people for no reason.
All right. I don't even know of the African American Center.
No, it wasn't about African Americans. It's about spending our money.
I don't know of the African American woman that you speak of.
She's on Congress.
Well, Gene, there's a lot of African women on Congress.
She's bald. I do, and I back Gene up on this.
All right. Well, can somebody then
What's
get
her
me?
name?
Can somebody get me her information?
But she's mean and she's stupid and she's messing up the country.
All right, Gene. Austin Wolf, let me 25 on the super chat.
Is
Thank
she
you.
from Florida, Gene?
I'm not for sure
I
where
think she's from Michigan. I think.
All right.
Is she tripping?
I wish Macho would say who she is.
Macho, who is she? Do you know who she is so we can look up the bald-headed African American lady who Gene does not like?
Let me Google it. I saw it on TV, though. I know what he's talking about.
All right. So, Gene, I'd like to see the clip that you saw of this African American bald-headed lady that got
They're
you all.
hollering out. We'll just look up. We're going to win.
Ayanna Presley. Does that sound familiar, Gene?
Sure.
I never got the name.
What's your bald black lady? He's like, that's all I need to hear.
No, it was being a Congress lady, not black. You're getting it all wrong. I don't care about it.
Let me see if you can get out now. Gene, did you watch a clip of her saying?
Yeah, I watched a little commercial where she was up there yelling at.
What was she saying?
We're gonna get you, Trump. We're gonna get you in the street. We're gonna get you from behind. We're gonna be on every commercial. We're gonna be on every TV show. We're not gonna let this go. And then some old man goes, "We're gonna win it. We're gonna win it. We're gonna take you out." They're just trying to. We're gonna cause a fight. We're gonna cause a war. We're going to war with you.
Hold on. Now is this recent?
Yeah, I think this is from the 4th. I think this is it.
So this is from the 4th, Lummy, which is just 3 days ago?
Yeah, if this is the clip.
Gene, I want to see the clip that's got you all riled up, my friend. You're
Yeah,
very
man.
much riled here.
It says call for violence.
Is it right here?
How do we make a change, Gene?
Shut up.
Yes, sir.
All right, hold on. Not you, Sal.
Not you shut up,
Okay.
but everybody shut up.
Hey, how about it?
Mind your own business.
All right, so hold on, Gene. This is what you saw, right? You think this is what you saw?
This is it. This is part of it.
Agitating. We will see you in the courts, in
There it
Congress,
is. Her.
in the streets. Elon Musk is a Nazi nutball baby.
Now she can't say that.
Well, she can, Gene.
Paper
he's a
towel
Nazi?
Willie, $20.
But we can't say she's
memberships.
the N-word, but she can say he's a Nazi.
Hold on, Gene. Hold on. No.
We just got 20
Yeah,
memberships.
thank you, Paper Towel Willie.
Let's not get thrown off. Gene, do not under any circumstance say what you just said again and ever again. You scare me that you're going to do that. I think I'm
Suffering in Silence gifted 10 memberships.
What's that, Lummy?
We got Paper Towel Willie with 20 gifted memberships,
Yes,
and
thank you, Paper
Suffering
Towel.
in Silence gifted 10.
And let's not forget Johnny Costica just threw $100 on the PayPal.
That's Gooch, Sponjo. Suffering in silence.
Is that? Oh, that is Gooch.
Yeah.
Gooch, love you, man. I know he's listening right now. He's in Bradenton for the drag races.
John Grubbs, $20.
Nazi nutball baby.
It's my understanding that he wasn't a Nepo. Did Elon inherit any of his money, or did he make it on his own? It's my understanding that he made it on his own.
No.
Okay.
But, I mean, I guess it depends who you ask.
Doesn't matter.
His
It's
payoff was
his.
PayPal.
What's that, Macho?
His payoff was PayPal.
I know, but like...
That's where he got most of his
I
money.
understand that, but like, is his family rich?
His dad is.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Now, she's not from Michigan. She's from Massachusetts. So she's a representative, a House of Representative Democrat from Massachusetts, the 7th District of Boston.
A godless, lawless billionaire who no one elected. Elon, this is the American people. This is not your trashy Cybertruck that you can just
see there.
dismantle, pick apart, and sell the pieces of. And I want to say, agitating. We will see you in the courts, in Congress, in the streets. Elon Musk is a Nazi nutball baby.
That's what got Gene.
Sorry.
That's what Gene's got all.
Nazi nutball
She can't
baby.
say that.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the courts,
Do you remember Bubba?
in Congress, in the streets. Elon Musk is a Nazi netball baby.
What's that, Seth?
Bubba, do you remember the older black woman next to her? Do you remember we played a clip of her? Where
Maxine Waters, isn't it?
Yeah, her wig was falling off during the interview.
Oh, yes.
She kept trying to fix it the whole time.
So, Lumpy, does the old man come up on this show, too, where the old man starts hollering?
This one here? No, I didn't. This guy right here?
To the right of her.
Right here.
Maybe it's him, yeah.
I'll try.
He starts talking.
Is this Warren Sapp's mom?
It's too cold to yell out there, man. What are they doing?
They're mad as hell.
Yeah,
they're going to meet you in the streets.
Because they lost.
They're going to meet you in the streets.
They're fired.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Gene Lasker was right via his wife, Sarah, in this information that he said. Beethoven probably didn't have his furry feline and more when he composed Fur. How is that?
Well, why ain't Peter involved in this?
Did Mozart was one of his pieces called the Fur Elsie?
Elise?
Fur Elise? Is that a famous Beethoven? Let me see if you can find me Beethoven Fur Elise. But yes. Government-funded research has discovered that the classical music can make even grumpy cats purr. The National Institute of Health, the NIH, supported 10 different cat studies funded from grants totaling a total of $1.3 million of your money that concluded classical music has an effect on cat behaviors. For example, a study found that after playing classical music for cats every day, they were less likely to poop outside their litter box or cough up hairballs.
Big Arms 101, $20.
Yeah, that's right. 10 studies just like that one funded by you, the taxpayer. In one study, researchers observed and compared the behaviors of healthy and chronically ill cats in both pampered and then unpredictable situations. Can we guess the results? Yes. A pampered cat showed fewer signs of sickness, while the unpredictable situations caused the cats to freak out.
Clint Rubs.
But it don't say nothing about sickness now, does it?
Clint Grubbs.
Oh, no, it's a.
So how can they say one was a better sickness than the other one when they don't even tell you that the other one had a sickness?
Now, what now, Gene? What's that? Say it again. Break that on down.
Okay, so you says we're checking the cat. They found that the music made the one cat not have such a sickness anymore or wasn't sick, but they didn't say that the other cat that didn't hear the music got sick. They don't say.
Whatever Gene just said.
I sent you the music,
So
too.
they're lying, man. They're just lying. Somebody kept the money. The bald-headed black lady kept it. And she's mad because she can't get no more of it.
Oh, this is one of the most, I think this is Beethoven's biggest. This is his.
I listen to this when I race.
What?
If the track is black, I listen to this.
Oh, man.
So you're saying if the track slicked over?
Oh, yeah. So you got real good patience.
I would not think that Gene would be refined enough to be able to appreciate this piece, but he is.
What, like a CD of it, Gene, or how do you?
Yeah, it goes in my little yellow box, just a little yellow thing, and they put the music in it and it pops in the mirror.
Okay. I mean, this could get you fired up.
Yeah, or could relax you.
Yeah.
Now talk about fired up. This is what Gene's full hot on this deal.
I'm telling you right now.
Elon Musk is a Nazi netball baby. Elon Musk is a Nazi netball baby.
Yeah, like, what?
Who the hell is she to say that?
Under the guise of the First Amendment, she has every right to say that.
But we're not allowed to say nothing to her.
But hold on,
what do you want to say to her, Gene? Let it out.
No, do not, Gene. Gene, do not. Do not, Gene. You know when I'm
I know.
getting serious.
I'm not. But I'm going to tell you something.
I know you want to drop it bad, don't you?
I'll walk right outside and say it to the first one.
Oh,
but
goodness.
Gene, no, you're not saying it to nothing.
Well, they quit. They just.
But here's the deal.
Why are they doing what they're doing,
But
bro?
hold on, let me ask you a
These
question.
are educated
Seth.
people that tell us what to do and keep our money.
Hold on, Seth.
Yes, sir.
Isn't Nazi a slur, a big slur to call somebody
Way
that?
big.
Isn't that like if you're not if you're not a Nazi and you're not an anti-Semitic person and you stick up, you believe in.
Yeah, Nazis like calling somebody a racist.
That's
I mean, it's
bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's no real way to defend yourself.
Right,
It's worse
especially
than
if you're-
racist. It's murderer. It's kid killer. All that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It should be just as derogatory as the N-word to call somebody that. Right?
Yeah, listen,
the N word is just the N word. That's bad.
People put Nazi on Elon once he did the Heil Hitler. I mean the old Roman salute of peace. I give my heart to you.
Back to the Kansas City news anchor for Telemundo and then another station. Telemundo Kansas City KGKC said Tuesday that the 27-year-old Aaron Mazzano, who worked both as an anchor and reporter, died while on assignment to cover the Super Bowl for both the Spanish language network and Tico Sports. We are saddened to share that Aiden Mazzano has passed away yesterday in New Orleans, said the television station. We are cooperating with law enforcement as they investigate this tragic event. KGKC described Mazzano as a true professional and rising star who exemplified excellence in his work. This was Mazzano's third straight season covering the Super Bowl for the television station. So, he had been to a couple other Super Bowls and know how much of a party it is, and he was just starting to,
he might have just had an aneurysm or something.
No.
I mean, you think he was doing drugs, Bubba?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
you don't look like a drug guy.
27-year-old, healthy 27-year-old Hispanic men just don't fall over dead.
See, now they're putting a lot of pressure on people at the Super Bowl, being that coach got one of those.
Oh, so you're saying there's so much pressure on people that play the Super Bowl because look at what Bill Belichick can pull?
That's right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
That's Gene Lasker speak. Beans. We deeply miss Aiden and his passion for sports and the contribution he made to our local community. So the television station, our thoughts and heartfult condolences go out to his family.
He gave some of his paycheck away to the people?
No.
He did not.
No, he didn't give nothing back. And Tico Sports, Aiden was a devoted father to his young daughter. His wife, listen to this.
Oh, my God.
His wife died last year in a car wreck.
He wanted to go home. Oh, that poor dude. He just wanted to go home, see his girl.
Yeah, but now there's the kid.
Now the kid
has no parents.
Yeah. Mazzano's wife, Ashley Lee Boyd Mazzano, died in a car crash in Topeka about a year ago.
Well, if she killed himself doing drugs, they're better off.
The accident not only killed the second-grade teacher, but also seriously injured her infant passenger and the adult driver of another vehicle. So they're saying their baby got hurt, right?
Dude, yeah,
this is
injured.
This is some really dark stuff.
This is some overwhelming. I mean,
it's just a bad life he had to deal with. It ain't easy being Mexican.
I was going to say it's not easy living, but
the color commentary made by Gene Lasker may be offensive to some listeners, and not necessarily the views or opinions of our advertisers or this radio station. Now, let me tell you something. You're not getting any younger, so your language will most likely become obsolete too. How about it?
What did I say wrong that time?
Nothing. Well,
there was a couple things.
Yeah,
really?
Saying it's not easy being Mexican probably isn't.
It's not easy. I mean, you jump a wall, you swim, you get sent back, you try it again, and then you do fentanyl and lose your wife. It's bad.
Why you got this guy as a fentanyl, dude?
Hey, the Sponge said it, and I believe in him.
Right. And speaking of believing in him, how about, this guy has completely jumped the shark.
Well, I think he's just getting warmed up.
Yes, he has jumped the shark.
Jameis Winston, I guess maybe in an effort to go viral.
But no, he's working for Fox Sports as their social media guy around Super Bowl weekend.
Okay.
And, they let him loose in Media Day, which, people seem to enjoy it. And, look,
Did he steal that?
No, I think he used to play for New Orleans, and I don't know. I'm enjoying it.
He used to play he was the number 1 overall pick, Gene, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He lasted 4 or 5 seasons here in Tampa. He was the African American gentleman that won the Heisman out of Florida State. Didn't he take Florida State to a national championship?
Yeah, he won it.
And he don't play no more.
He actually got caught stealing crab legs in Publix.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah. Jameis Winston. He came to Tampa. Didn't lay a big egg, but just, he was the only guy that's threw for 4,000 yards, had 30 touchdowns, but he also had 30 interceptions.
Well,
and
you
6
can
of
throw the
which
Heisman Trophy at anybody you want, but if you come from the ghettos, you're going to go back there sooner or later.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Gene, you're just full of wisdom today, are you not?
Everybody wants to go home. Don't you? You want to go home?
I mean, Gene, do you want to go back to Brooklyn and hustle mobsters for $5 for rolling?
If I went back to Brooklyn, I would make a lot more money.
We'd have a hot dog cart, wouldn't we?
I promised my grandma I wouldn't, so I have to live up to that because I'm gonna,
Can we
he's
get
the
a
only one
bagel
that cared for me.
Can we get a bagel stand on the corner, Gene, and just launder money?
Yeah, man,
Okay.
hot dogs. But it's easy money.
So Jameis Winston's doing some TV for Fox via via social media. I didn't see what he did for the Super Bowl press day.
He would just go in and ask, he asked Saquon Barkley where I should play next year, and
really?
Yeah,
that's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, he went to certain coaches and was asking to,
Can I get a
bring him
tryout?
in, and then he would go and ask players. He'd give this long-winded, kind of preamble to a question. Then he would go, "Everybody wants to know what's your favorite color, Devontae Smith." So it looked like a lot of his stuff he wasn't reading off of. So I thought he did a great job.
Is he trying to make that go viral or something?
Yeah.
Gene,
I know how to make it go viral.
He's going to end up now locking in his job after football as a commentator,
Right.
Which I don't think anybody saw coming.
Yeah, he's a good talker. He's pretty funny.
I mean, if I ran up there and slammed him off that bicycle sideways,
You'd
boom,
go to
and
jail.
thinking he was stealing. Well, I was trying to help out.
Well, Gene, after the cops.
I mean, you see the guy definitely doesn't own that.
It's New Orleans, Gene. Everybody's stealing on the Bourbon Street,
So Jameis Winston is how they have those bicycles that you can get in the back and they run. I don't ever do it. Poor guy could never move me, but I'm just saying. You and your wife or you and two people can get in this rickshaw kind of deal and they bicycle you around town. And so that's what Jameis is driving, that bicycle that has a little mini wagon on the back that pulls two people. And he's, I think, rolling through the city of New Orleans and Bourbon Street. And this is what he's providing.
I believe I can drive.
Oh, he's doing.
Really?
He's doing an R. Kelly tribute. He's doing an R. Kelly tribute.
Are you 18?
I believe I can drive this bike. I think about it every night and day. I just almost ran over a horse today. I believe I can soar. You see me riding through an open door. I believe I can bike. I believe I can bike.
He can sing pretty good, actually.
I don't know.
I believe I can bike.
I mean,
wow.
He generally looks like a guy.
I sent you some more clips of him.
He looks like a guy that is not on drugs.
Check.
He is having fun. It's contagious.
And he's half there.
He's just making us smile. I mean,
I think it's. I think I agree with you, bud. I think that this works for him, and it's not the cheese dick.
So you're
stuff
telling me
that
you'd be standing there on the side of the road, and this dude is believing he can fly, doing that, and you're going to hand him a $5 bill because he did it?
No, I'm not.
That's what he's looking for to get paid.
No, he's not. He's doing a bit for Fox.
Okay, but if he wasn't doing the bit for Fox, he's just riding around doing what he's doing.
We'd call the cops on him, Gene. Yeah,
he's looking for money.
Yeah, we'd call the cops on him.
I mean, you look at this. Oh my God! Look at the powder that's coming off that thing. Oh my Lord!
I want to
look
throw
at the powder. Hey, Jameis. I heard you've been eating a lot of me. Yes, I have, W. Beignet. But I heard that it's only one of you. Well, Jameis, please take your time and eat me so you can savor every moment. W. Beignet, I really don't want any heartburn, so I'm just going to make sure that I eat you as fast as I possibly can and drink some water to get rid of all the sugar that you have. Jameis, I am a New Orleans staple. Everyone wakes up to come and eat me. Obviously, no one really comes to eat you. They come to eat beignets because you're the only W. Beignet that I ever made and got.
I'm not watching another clip of
What do
this.
you have to say about yourself? I asked for extra crispy.
You're not putting
you a
me
little
through
soft.
it, are you?
I mean, you look at this.
Lasker says, if you play another clip of this Jameis Winston guy, I'm walking
I
out.
sent you a clip on Jameis to Travis Kelce.
Well, not everything's a home run. I just didn't.
That one.
All right, try one more.
Just one more, Gene. So you'll sit through one more?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking for some remnants.
Because I want to know who, that Travis don't whoop that boy.
Can you catch a W for me?
I'm going to try and catch a dub for you, big dog.
Just catch this W first.
Oh, he did.
Thank you, my brother. Can you catch one more for me so we can get a clean W? Hey, you know, somebody always trying to intercept my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think it was gonna happen here.
Somebody's always trying to intercept my stuff.
See, Travis
now that's
loved that.
funny. Hold on.
Somebody always trying to intercept my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think it was gonna happen here. All right, brother. Love you, man.
Baby.
Can you catch a W?
I mean,
That's fun, man.
That one worked.
Dude, Jameis could be
whatever he wants.
And
he takes onus on the interceptions. I like that, right?
I think it took him a long time to get to this point in his career, though, where he could kind of.
I bet he's still pretty. I bet if he didn't, to me, he doesn't look like the kind of guy who
He's
would blow
trying
his
everything in the bag to get back, to get something.
He's back, Gene.
Oh, he's back.
Well, I mean, he's I think somebody will probably end up picking him up next year.
Yeah, he'll get a deal, man. But he's this is getting him really warmed up for when his career's over.
Yeah. When I return, Cracker Barrel has taken a hard stance on the additional egg surcharge to the point where they're like, man, we are not going to gouge you any extra money.
Ain't nobody gouging me on eggs. I got my own chickens. I get like 14 eggs every 4 days.
How much would you sell me a dozen for?
No, man.
Well, come on.
I barter my eggs. I trade them out with this one guy. He's got hogs, and he gives me hog meat, and I trade out some eggs for the hog meat.
I got baseball cards and marijuana.
Yeah, I don't do either one of them.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
They usually they picked him up and then they walked 3 feet and got in line. In line where, bro? Because the egg department's in the back.
Yeah, I know.
And the catheters are in the front.
I don't know if they didn't put a limit on it. Last year they put a limit on how many.
I just don't believe that people were doing it. I think they did that to make people go buy eggs.
Yeah, because every time you go into a Costco, it says limited 2 per customer.
Yeah.
And they just show people pack 7.
We haven't bought eggs. I can't tell you how long, man. Like 5 or 6 years.
Semi-autoglass Travis, Lemmy, 25 and Buck.
Big Buck.
100 for Gene Lasker is the fucking man.
Good roads.
Thanks, Buck.
Hey, Bucks.
Buck's cool as hell.
I can't wait to hear my shrimp on a treadmill. For new people. How do they sign up doing that? They just say it? They just call themselves that?
Shrimp on a treadmill?
Yeah, if they want to have that name.
Yeah. Someone's in chat with it.
Someone in chat just says that, huh?
Lummy, you remember Kenny Mayne, right?
Yeah.
I think Jameis could probably be like the next Kenny Mayne by doing like kind of weird offbeat, pre-produced pieces.
Yeah, I can see that.
And also, I don't know if I see him seriously interviewing people like before a game or something like that, but I think he could bring a new dimension to how.
No, he could be a player like a Kenny Mayne. Because Kenny Mayne used to go
like that weird. It was very.
Hey, Gooch just asked, isn't he Jewish?
No.
Okay. That's what Gooch wanted it. I thought,
No. He said he
should be an ambassador to the Autistic Football League.
Elon said that he was raised around so many Jewish people that he is Jew-ish.
Oh, okay.
Meaning like he's actually like
I like that.
That from osmosis almost. So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I read that when it was brought up one time.
That's a brilliant comeback. Philly officials here, security preparations ahead of Super Bowl. That guy, man, he has got a macked out hat.
Man, dude, when they start deploying police officers for Philly at the end of the game, I really hope those guys get to at least watch it if it's going well before they have to, risk their life for a bunch of heathens.
Whole grease pole climbing fucking.
Oh my God, dude.
Man, you know it's bad when the police department has to have a news briefing. A media deal ahead of them winning or losing the Super Bowl and preparing for the, Green Bay didn't have to fucking.
There's nothing to tear down there, Bubba.
In Green Bay?
Remember that big sports thing we saw, Seth?
Yeah.
With the skating rink and the flag football stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can burn that down.
A flag football stadium?
It's this one big apartment complex around Lambeau. Bubba's like, look at all the shit they got. They got a slide in a fucking apartment complex.
Look when we had Brian Kilmeade in the studio.
Oh, yeah. He's on Fox, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's not allowed to come on anymore.
What up, Madden Crusher? What up, Joe Ma? Dude, we fucked. That podcast fucks, man. I'm surprised more people aren't tapping into it. Maybe they hate me because I know everybody likes Brian, but shit. We do a good pod.
Wolfman's brother, 55 months.
Oh, I know Philly people are diehard, man. I'm just saying, I just hope the cops get to watch the game if it's going in the Phillies' favor.
Phillies win. I mean,
before they have to start Billy clubbing.
Yeah, at least you can get a little enjoyment knowing your team won before you got to start Billy clubbing people.
Billy clubbing guys that have been drinking since the NFC Championship game 2 weeks ago.
Billy clubbing people that are celebrating a win.
Yeah.
Not anything else other than you won.
And you know you're going to get caught up on some charges.
So are you allowed to even beat them harder if they lose?
I don't know.
What's up, Thomas?
They have
Bubba
a feeling
Whitney.
if Philly gets screwed in this Super Bowl
Cersei's,
against the
Lunger.
Chiefs, they're going to riot even worse.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Glad you're getting to see me. It's Lasker Fridays, and boy, he brings in the cash. We've been tripping over hundreds today. Buck.
Thanks, Buck.
Buck, $100. Love you, Buck. Travis from Semi-Auto Glass. 25. Thank you, fellas. Appreciate it. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, at the Bubba Army.
Melissa Carpenter, $100 for jeans.
I love her. Mel.
Thank you. Hey, back in the day, I went up to Philly and we were eating some cheesesteaks at its two places, one across the street from the other, and seeing which one was the best one. And the whole city, there ain't a mag wheel in this bunch. You can't have any mag wheels because you get stolen.
You mean you can't have any mag wheel? Like you can't have any custom wheels?
Nope.
Why? They'll steal them?
Yeah, right then and there. While you're standing there, they say.
What are those? Is it those two?
They'll have all just metal wheels with junk hubcaps, and half of the hubcaps were gone too.
Lummy, what are those famous Philly stands that are across from each other? Doesn't one use Cheese Whiz and
Geno's and
one uses a different cheese than the other?
Yeah.
But the meat tastes the same.
One's Geno's and the other one is, I don't know, maybe Lummy might be able to find out.
So we're on the one side, we're eating the sandwich and yours suck. And then we get on that side and did it to them.
Yeah, that's how Lasker rolls. Right.
We're trying to start something, trying to get the people excited outside that we're eating.
Anyone who has been to the grocery store recently knows that the price of eggs is skyrocketing in many stores, like the Waffle House, or what was it, Lummy, 50 cents an egg yesterday?
Yes.
Waffle House is charging a 56 an egg. I'm sorry, 50 cents an egg uptick.
I put that on Coben too.
It's his fault they're charging more at Waffle House?
Yeah.
I make Coben throw a 50-cent tip on the table on Sundays for extra eggs.
Gene, you get 14 eggs every 3 or 4 days, you said.
Yes, I do.
All right, well, I mean, I got to think that's
and if you keep the eggs from being refrigerated, they last a long time.
Yeah, the minute that you
can't wash them.
Hold on, the minute you clean an egg with water,
$76, $20.
Then the time starts ticking. But if you don't clean them with water and you just leave them in a basket and you clean them before you eat,
they go a good month.
They can.
Yes.
Now Big Red has chickens, and he brought me some of his eggs from
the
his
yolks are orange, man.
But hold on. I thought they tasted a little too gamey to me. Maybe I'm used to, the regular store-bought eggs with all the hormones are pumping in them and all that, because to me, a fresh egg, and Red has like 3 or 4 different kinds of eggs, of different hens. But the egg to me from a non-processed, non-grocery store egg tasted gamey.
I don't think my eggs don't taste gamey, so maybe I don't game my birds up or something.
Is
I
it
don't
your
know.
feed, Gene? Is that the problem? Can the feed do it?
What do you feed them?
I'm not for sure she does. I mean, we get it from the Tractor Supply, our food.
Chicken feed?
Chicken feed.
How many chickens do you have?
9.
And do they lay eggs every day?
Every day.
How many?
I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 a day.
A day, just pooping out eggs.
Just pooping out eggs.
Are they organic?
Organic? Well, yeah, because they eat the best food.
Hell yeah.
They're on
now
property.
you don't have them. You don't have them
petted every day.
You don't. They get petted. So you don't have them in a.
Yeah, we got a beautiful chicken coop, heated, lighted. Can
they run around too?
Yeah, they can run around in a spot that's probably.
So they're free range chickens.
Yeah, they're free range.
You know what that means?
They're not real free range because I don't want the hawks to get them.
So you keep them in. But free range chickens versus unfree, like regular chicken coop chickens. They literally don't get a chance. They don't get a chance to ever come out of their coop.
Yeah, no.
And their little cage. They just sit in there and poop out eggs.
Mine are free range and from time to time,
do they get out?
Either Coben, no, they never get out.
No, but I'm saying is like, do they get out of their little nest and go walk around every day?
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
So they're not just coop. See, like the big egg manufacturers, they literally have chickens. Like, and they can never leave the nest.
Big egg.
Big egg, yes.
And then the egg pops out and then falls down that little runner into
Yes.
a little slot. And then you push the wagon with your hips while you got your egg cartons in front of you, and you pick from the left and the right, and you fill your egg.
Now, who goes out and harvests the egg? Sarah?
Sarah or Coben.
Is it an everyday thing?
Pretty much. Coben goes every day, checks the water, make sure the water is good, and make sure the feed's good. They didn't, roost on the dirt and kick dirt up onto their water.
Do you have a rooster?
No, I ain't listening to that.
Well, all the rooster wants to do is have sex with the chickens, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about this. Do the chickens have names?
Yeah, chickens all got names.
Yeah.
I don't know them. I care not to know.
Do you know a couple of them?
No. Nigel. Nigel's one of them. I know that.
You got a Nigel?
A Nigel. Yeah.
The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics report that the cost of a dozen eggs rose 65% over the past year, and there's no end in sight. Some restaurants are choosing to pass along that extra cost to the customers, but Cracker Barrel isn't one of them. The Old Country Store took to Instagram yesterday to seemingly fire shots at Waffle House, who recently announced a nationwide egg surcharge. Stickers on the Waffle House menus say temporary surcharge 50 cents per egg. Due to the nationwide raise in the cost of eggs, we have added a temporary 50 cent per egg surcharge.
And don't be thinking that Trump is doing this, because this started a long time ago.
Well, here's the deal. What can Trump fix it? So I don't think anybody's going to blame this on Trump, because this is probably
we got a lot of other things to fix than to worry about some eggs.
And I really don't know that Biden. I don't know that you can really blame anybody for this. This is, Biden didn't create the bird flu. So this is not like, as much as you always want to, make Trump your god. I don't think this is just a thing that happened.
Paper Towel Willie, $100.
Oh my God! Thank you.
Effed up Jones.
Lasker today, Matroni yesterday, on fire. Thank you, Paper Towel Willie. $100. Love that guy. He's so good to us. Let me when he comes to town.
Yes,
brings pallets of paper towels.
Dude, he drove a car down for Captain Creamsicle when he lost it all during the hurricane.
I know.
He
What a
brought
good
all
guy.
that, all the stuff for the cream machine.
Yes, absolutely.
And then he walked back to North Carolina after
Walked
it all the way back up.
Had no way to get back.
Hitchhiked. Gina, you probably definitely. I've never hitchhiked.
Dude, I hitchhiked all over. One time I chased this girl. I met her on the causeway, and I thought I was in love. And
all right.
Of course, she went back home with her parents and
up north,
Minnesota.
Right.
And so summertime became wintertime, and I'm thinking, man, I ain't never gonna score one of those. I need to go find her. So I hitchhiked to Minnesota. And
you're kidding me?
No, I ain't kidding you. And
did you literally
best
start?
Part of it was like, this gay guy picked me up.
Hold on.
I'm telling you the truth.
Hold on. Just hold on. Let me. I have to.
I'm telling you the truth.
I got to reset this so everybody understands what we're talking about. Gene says, well, how old were you at this time? 2021?
Yeah, I was probably like, I was 19 maybe.
All right. So at 19, Gene meets this girl from Minnesota on the Courtney Campbell Causeway.
That's right.
Now, what are you just hanging out out there?
Yeah, just hanging out.
It used to be a big hangout spot.
Yeah, and then he threw the ball to her, and then she played a little bit, and
Like, now
talking. Next thing you know, we meet the next day, hanging out, and
Did you guys do it?
Yeah.
And then did she
That
tell
was
you?
like on the 4th date because she had to go.
I know, but she's like on spring break, right?
Yeah. Well, she was on summer break with her parents.
Right. So there comes a point where
What does she feel like?
she's staying in one of those hotels on Rocky Point or something. And there's a come a point where she's like, "Listen, Gene, I like you and everything, but I got to go back home to Minnesota." And did she give you like a phone number? Or anything?
We had phone numbers, but we had
Back then, though, you couldn't call talk very long because you had long distance charges. Remember?
We didn't even have phones then, dude. What are you talking about?
Oshak gives the 10 memberships.
Damn. Thank you, Oshak.
We didn't have a phone. We had to go walk over to the shed and hit the buttons.
You talking about the beeper?
No, I'm talking about the phone.
So you can call her.
Yeah, so you can call her.
And then, so did she say? Did she know you were hitchhiking for her?
No.
So you just decided to go up there.
I said, you know what? I'm going to go get her.
All right. So you're hitchhiking. Now, hold on. So So you're 19. You're going to you're going to leave. You're going to leave Tampa, Florida, to go to Minnesota.
Yep.
All right. So do you literally go out on 75 and just put your? I mean, do you?
That's what you do.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. It got me like a little.
What was your first pickup?
I don't know. Don't remember.
All right, but it got like how far did you make it? Now, when did you?
I don't know. Sometimes it was a long run. Sometimes it was just from like Tampa to Ocala. That sucked.
And they say, okay, buddy,
because you were cool, and it was worth hanging out. And then they had as far as I go, here, jump out.
All right, so tell us about the gay guy picking you up.
So the gay guy.
Hold on, what state were you in?
In Tennessee.
All right.
And
so you're clear up to Tennessee.
Clear up to Tennessee, and we're cutting over, going towards Memphis, and going up that way. Whatever way that was.
So does a gay guy pick you up?
Yeah, the gay guy picked me up. He picked me up somewhere like in Georgia, right at the edge of Georgia, and we went a pretty good long way.
So when he swings by, he goes, "What are you doing, part? Like, what do you say? What do you say?"
He goes, "How far are you going?" And I said, "I'm going to Minnesota." He goes, "Well, I'm going halfway there," and I'm going, "Great." Do my stuff in there, sat down. So, ride along, talk a little bit. I started nodding out a little bit. You can't really sleep when you don't know the person. But
did he start to kiss your neck?
No, he started rubbing my leg.
All right, hold on, Gene. Okay. So
I looked down at him rubbing my leg, and I pushed his hand away, and I go, "You kidding me?" And he goes, "Oh, man, come on now, da-da-da-da-da," trying to tell me things. And I said, "Just pull over and let me out." So he pulls off the exit and stops, and he hops out to walk around the other side. I look down in the console, and I reach down there, and I see some money. I've seen some money from earlier, but I pulled all that money out. It was probably like about $2,000. And I took his change.
Hold on now.
Put it in my pocket. And I ran.
He had $2,000
sitting in the console.
And you grabbed it?
I grabbed it.
That was the most expensive leg rub of that guy's life.
He opened up the door and he said, "Let me buy you some dinner."
Did he know? Hold on. Did he know that you ripped him off?
No.
Or no? Oh, he didn't.
No, he didn't look down. He was outside the car. So he was trying to talk me into going to dinner and going to get a motel room and let me rest.
Do stuff. Say it.
And take me all the way to Minnesota if I would mess around with him. I ran.
After you grabbed his $2,000, you ran.
Yeah, I ran.
Did he just,
He just stood there staring at me, watching me run. And when I hit the interstate,
Lummy, the life that we've led, can you imagine, Lummy, getting picked up at the state line of Georgia and Tennessee, and then a gay guy picks you up.
Could you tell?
And starts rubbing on your leg.
I couldn't tell he was gay from the beginning. I mean, he wasn't flamboyant.
Was he acting zesty or anything like that?
No, he was just a regular guy.
Do you remember what kind of car was he driving?
Lummy.
Huh?
What kind of car was he driving?
Like a Lincoln Continental.
Oh,
he's
fancy.
out in front of the studio right now.
Right.
So it was a good car. It was a good car.
Now, but hold on. At that point now, you ripped this guy off.
I know. So, man, I was freaking out all the way there, knowing I had,
maybe the guy want to come back and kill you.
I took the money, took my socks off, put my money underneath my socks, underneath the paws of my feet. And then, put my shoes back on.
You use money for feet risers?
No, it's to hide the money in case I got pulled over.
There was probably some better places than underneath your feet.
Yeah, well, not
Where?
So
your ass. I mean,
in your ass. I guess if
where else can you hide it? Well, I mean, seriously.
So now, do you hold on? Let's just see if we can get to the end of the story. Do you eventually make it to Minnesota?
I make it to Minnesota, and then so I'm in Minnesota, and
how long did it take to get to Minnesota? A week?
Like, close to 5 days.
Right.
Slept underneath, the overpasses or.
But you had $2,000, so you probably always could go to a truck stop and get some food and stuff, right?
Yep, had plenty of money to eat.
Right, plenty of money.
I had a little bit of money already, but I had plenty now. You could even get a motel room.
You could get a motel room, right?
So when I got up there, I hid out and I got a hold of her, and it was cool. And she was going to school. And
did you get her to come over? Did you get a hotel in her room?
Then I just went ahead and just knocked on the door, man, and said, "Hey, listen, I met your daughter at the Causeway. Remember me? And I come up here because I really want to get to know her better. So maybe you can help me out with a job or something. But I'm going to go ahead and move around here somewhere." He owned a junkyard.
Her dad
owned a junkyard. So he put me to work for a little bit. And then...
Hold on. So you're working at a junkyard for like a month?
For maybe 3 months.
Right. Now, where are you staying at? Where are you staying at?
I'm staying at the junkyard in a spare room, like off the
office kind of deal?
Yeah, but like off the bathroom. Like you went into the bathroom, and then there was another door, and then there was a little room, and then I made a bed out in there. He told me I could stay in any junk car or any van he had out there, but it was cold up there.
So you stayed in this little room
in the room office,
right? Man, Seth, the life that we've led compared to this, we could never do this, right?
You've never hitchhiked, right, Bubba?
No, I've never hitchhiked. I guess we're all soft compared to last.
Well, I almost died there too.
Why? What happened?
Because it snowed so bad overnight that the first floor of the house there was already 6-foot swells of snow. So when I got there, there was snow blowing like a little tool in front of you and trying to make a line to get to the door to get out. So I'm helping him out, helping the dude out. And so I run up inside and in the stairs and open up the top window. And he says, "Jump out." In the snow. So I did. And I got stuck in the snow, man. I thought I was going to,
hold on.
Die.
You gave yourself a full header into the snow, and you got stuck into the snow, and you thought you were going to die.
Yeah.
All right. So
it kind of avalanched around me and then packed me down.
While you're here, while you're working at the junkyard, what are you pulling parts for the guy?
Yeah, pulling parts, cleaning them, and giving them to the customers.
So I'm assuming the girl, you probably see her, every day or so.
Yeah, a couple hours at the end of the day. She comes by the shop, hang out.
Mm-hmm. You guys, do a little something. Then she'd go back home.
Yeah.
At what point did you just, how did it break off and how did you get back?
He didn't pay me.
All right.
He wasn't paying me.
Well, he was giving you room and board and his daughter. What else do you need?
Well, I wasn't getting the daughter up there, man. I wasn't there was no way to get it until I got a car and get her out of there. So I wasn't getting paid, man. I said, man, this is not going to work out. I mean.
So did you just quit?
Yeah, I hitchhiked home.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't try to bring her back with you, or she was like,
she wasn't coming.
Right.
She didn't like me that well.
She didn't like me that well. Did there come a point when you're in Minnesota and you're like, man, I don't think that maybe she likes me.
Not going to work out.
Yeah, I'm not getting paid.
I'm
living in a room off of her dad's junkyard. You may be getting a little bit of ass, but probably not a lot. And she's probably bolted on to some college dude that goes to school with her, and she probably didn't want to really necessarily hang out with the guy that's living in the house in the back room at the junkyard. And so, did you hitchhike? Didn't you? Oh, you probably blew through all your money, right?
Oh yeah.
And so you had to start
I had a few bucks in my pocket, I guess. I don't know. Remember, I didn't have much.
So, man,
you don't really need much money when you're hitchhiking.
So you hitchhiked back?
I hitchhiked back. Got me home.
Man, I've never hitchhiked in my life. I'd be scared.
The funniest thing is me and Bucky Facklum, we were hitchhiking on 19.
You and who?
Bucky Facklum.
You and Bucky Facklum.
Oh, yeah. He's an old friend of mine. So Bucky was like on the road right next to the line on 19, and I was down the hill in the valley of the grass, and I'm walking because And he's up there, kept poking his hand out. Yeah. And I look up, and there's a convertible coming, and this chick is on the right side, and she got just like a bikini top on. And she's going, hey, guys. And I can see in her hand she had something in there, like a drink or, was a drink. It was a vanilla milkshake, is what it was. And she hit Bucky right in the chest with that thing at 35 miles an hour. It knocked the heck out of him. He hit the ground and flipped over twice. He had vanilla milkshake all over.
The trials and tribulations of Gene Lasker and his hitchhiking stories with Bucky who?
I told Bucky, I said, you don't hitchhike that close to the car, man. They could get you with something.
Bucky who?
Bucky Facklum. Just get off the road.
Hello.
Bubba.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good, buddy.
This is 843 operator in chat, man. I just want to talk to Gene about them eggs and the chickens and stuff, man. If you buy the laying pellets from Tractor Supply or any company, they put a certain chemical inside of it that they don't lay that often. So I go to a local farm here and buy my food, and, man, they lay twice as much, and I get more eggs than I can. Like, me and my wife sell them all the time because we have so many eggs that we can't, keep them.
Really? I don't know. I didn't know.
I want to check the feed you're giving them. He's saying Tractor Supply. He's saying Tractor Supply might put some stuff inside their feed that might.
I believe them.
Yeah. So where do
they put some kind of stuff in it, man. I don't know exactly what chemical it is, but it slows them down on the egg process.
So where do you buy your food at? I mean, we get some special food that they really like, and my wife calls it crack.
Chicken crack.
Chicken crack.
Yeah.
Is that the name of it?
Like cracked corn or anything?
I don't know what she gives them, but they really go crazy for it.
This one time, it's called chicken crack.
I got you.
Shaw's TV, $20. It looks like it's the Producer's Pride chicken feed at Tractor Supply.
That's what we buy.
Producer's Pride has a looks like a chemical in it that slows down their egg production.
Yeah, so don't buy Producer's Pride.
I don't know what she buys.
Yeah, Lemmy's got it.
All right, buddy. I appreciate your chicken insight, my friend. Thank you. The Cracker Barrel. The continuing egg shortage caused by the HPA bird flu
Big chicken.
has caused a dramatic increase in egg prices. Customers and restaurants are being forced to make difficult decisions. Other restaurants are expected to follow suit, but not Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, who sells an estimated 162 million eggs per year.
They got their own egg farm.
They probably do.
Exactly.
They took to Instagram to write big surcharges. Never heard of it. What's more, anyone who orders eggs through February 12th will receive double pegs in their rewards program.
Double what?
I guess that's their point system.
Yeah,
get down there, Lummy.
So I wonder if they can make eggs out of that machine you were talking about earlier, Lummy.
Lummy pegging.
Make arms and
double.
legs.
You want double pegging?
Yeah, double pegs.
I sent you a video
Down there
on
at Cracker
chicken.
Barrel, all shine.
I sent you a video.
Of what?
Chickens.
All right, hold on here. Here we go.
Just so people know what chickens.
This is where I think
battery that are efficient and save a lot. In this video,
I think actually,
what are they doing?
This is here's what they do. I don't know if we should be showing this or not.
It's for educational purposes.
Because what they're doing is they're looking for only female chickens, and if you're a male chicken, they break your head off.
Oh no!
And throw you down into this.
Well, don't worry. I don't want to watch that.
Hold on, and they break.
They can't go through all of them by hand,
Gene.
I didn't know that.
I'm telling you, before I play this, I'm not going to play it.
Don't.
I'm going to play it during the hot mic segment because but I am familiar with.
Well, the ones that go down, they show them how they raise them.
No.
I mean, people are so mad at people who fight chickens, but yet will break their heads off as babies.
That's what I'm saying. As you can see.
I mean, why don't you let them live a life of
we are going to
Roman arrows so they can fight their way to life.
Make cockfighting great again.
Listen, watch this. Just watch watch.
In this video, we are
Chibaba
going
so the
to
ones
explore
that flop
more.
in the center are done.
This
is
it's my understanding that they go through these chickens and they pluck out the males and they break their necks and throw them down here and this chops them up.
I mean, the Count Dracula voiceover really sets the tone.
Well, I think it's a different video.
Oh,
So what do they make out of the dead babies?
So what's
they're
this?
giving like a shot. It's just showing how they're raising the chickens.
All right, so should we watch it?
Yeah.
In this video, we are going to explore.
I mean, he just tucked this chicken. He took a chicken and he plucked it out and he put it in, he stuffed it in this box. Did you see it? He looked like he broke his neck.
In this video, we are going to explore more about modern chicken farming.
Slide them in.
Yeah, he slid them in.
Particularly some process involved in egg harvesting technology and hatchery that are efficient
Oh, there
and
you
save
go.
a lot of
There
money
you
to
go.
farmers.
They gave him a
shot?
vitamin.
Yeah, they gave him a little
From
shot.
the farm to your plate. Whether eggs come from a common chicken or an exotic bird, you must store and incubate them carefully for a successful hatch.
Yeah,
Environmental
we know that.
conditions, handling, sanitation, and record keeping are all important factors when it comes to incubating and hatching eggs.
See, they're separating them here.
Yeah,
just tossing them around.
No, but they're separating them here, and I think
They're
it's.
pretty-
I think
they're
it's.
pretty-
I
they're
think
pretty
it's
cool about that
I think
stuff.
it's.
They don't-
I think it's lights out for the
When
males.
they're little.
Oh man.
You
I
see
think-
them, they
I
jump
think
out the
it's-
cage and try to fly, and then they hit the wall and stuff. They don't get hurt.
I'm gonna have to watch this further
Okay.
because I think they throw the males down one hopper and the females down the other.
Well, quit saying they kill them because they're not.
Okay.
There's no death here.
Well, I don't. Maybe they don't show it, but I think.
So
that's-
is there neck twisting, Gene, or no?
I don't know.
No, he always Bubba's.
Let me maybe do
Saying that.
maybe
Yeah, I'll look it up.
look it up further if you could for me.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
They ain't gonna do nothing but rot. You can't just get rid of all the damn roosters.
That's juice. That's what it is, the steroids. Substitute cocoa. Watch if says that shot they give them steroids. Beef them up. It looks like they used to do that, but it's illegal now. What this thing's saying. In 2022, they stopped culling the chickens.
All right, so I was right.
Yeah, but they looks like they stopped in 2022, but they used to chicken culling.
Contains living cells that could become a viable embryo.
They break chick culling is where they break the necks of the male chickens.
Chick what?
Chick culling.
And a successful hatch begins with undamaged eggs that are fresh, clean, and fertile. You can produce fertile eggs yourself or obtain them elsewhere. While commercial hatcheries produce quality eggs that are highly fertile, many do not ship small quantities. If you mail order eggs,
And they really just fucking send you down right down the road. I mean,
oh shit.
hatchability decreases eggs are handled poorly or get too hot or too cold in transit. If you produce the eggs on site, you must care for the breeding stock properly to ensure maximum fertility. Fertile eggs must be collected carefully and stored properly until they are incubated. Keeping the eggs at proper storage temperatures keeps the embryo from starting and stopping development, which increases embryo mortality. Collecting eggs frequently and storing them properly delays embryo development until you are ready to incubate them. Once you have eggs to incubate, avoid damaging or contaminating them. Wash your hands frequently to remove bacteria from your hands. An incubator is basically a box that holds eggs while maintaining an appropriate temperature, humidity, and oxygen level. Incubators have varying capacities and adapters for eggs from different species. Popular incubator models often include automatic turners, humidifiers, and temperature controllers. Egg turners can usually be purchased separately for incubators that do not include them. Humidifiers can be the type that disperses water vapor as needed, or many smaller incubators use a simple temperature is controlled by older wafer systems or with new digital thermostats. The hatchery recreates the right conditions for chicks to grow, mature, and, well, hatch on a much bigger scale. That's how it works. When the eggs arrive, they're placed in an incubator. Inside, temperature, humidity, and airflow are precisely controlled to facilitate healthy development. The chicks are ready to hatch. They're moved to a hatching room. Along the way, they get some basic vaccinations, so odds are they won't need antibiotic. Restaurants and any place that you would get chicken from to consume.
CG, they just keep them in these cages. They're never going to fucking do anything.
The processing plant.
Yeah.
Chicks are immunized with spray and or subcutaneous vaccinations. System is used. Feeding space is absolutely critical. If feeder space is insufficient, growth rates will be reduced and uniformity severely compromised. Feed distribution and the proximity of the feeder to the birds are key to achieving the additional welfare concern. Broiler breeders live to adulthood. They might show feather pecking or other injurious pecking behavior. To avoid this, they might be beak trimmed, which can lead to acute or chronic pain. Mass production of chicken meat is a global industry, and at that time, only 2 or 3 breeding companies supplied around 90% of the world's breeder broilers. The total number of meat chickens produced in the world was nearly 47 billion in 2004. Of these, approximately 19% were produced in the US, 15% in China.
Baker Mayfield got 2 MVP votes.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Anybody else that got a little offs?
Justin Herbert, Sam Darnold, Jamar Chase, Justin Herbert, Jaden Daniels.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabedo studios.
Aquabedo.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
I'm getting a lesson on chickens, Lummy, from some good friends of mine that are listening to the show right now.
Oh, good.
And Gooch tells me that it used to be the way I said it was, where they would break the male chickens were killed.
Yes.
When PETA would be putting up with that.
Yeah, chicken culling.
But Lummy looked into it, and clear up until 2022.
Yes.
So clear up until 3 years ago, that's how they did it, and they now have since changed the practice, and
So
now
it's
a lot
different way to kill them.
So no, this is what they do. This is what they do, I guess. Now a lot of male chickens get sent to cattle farms, and they release them into the cow fields, and they go around and eat the worms out of the cow poop and spread manure around the field, which releases nitrogen back into the soil, and they can use it to farm.
There we go.
So they're fooling us into thinking that these chickens are having happy lives once we spare them from murder.
But then they're just getting murdered in the cow fields. I'm just saying, like
hawks, you get them.
Hawks and cows are stepping on them, and and how many chickens can you really release out into the cow pasture? Probably a lot, because chickens can't fly, can they? I mean, Gene, you raise chickens. I don't know.
They don't fly. I mean, they try to, but they might go a foot or two, but they don't go far.
So long as you got a 2-foot fence, they do. Where they smash against the fence.
Yep.
Then have you ever seen them try to fly?
Yeah. Well, I had to put one to sleep.
Oh.
And
Did you put them rear naked choke?
Okay. No. So the chicken was sick. Okay. So we put it in another cage, put it next to the big cage, so they can see each other. They can all still be around, but
he can talk to his buddy.
He just laid there, and then a couple of days, so she put medicine in him and tried to fix him. And about the third day, she goes, "Go ahead and bury the chicken because he's not going to make it." And I said, "Okay, babes, I'll take care of it." So I went out there, and the chicken just lay down there, barely breathing. So I take the little shovel, and I scoop him up with the shovel, and I walk him to the back of the yard. I set him down on the grass. He's just laying there. Been laying there for 3 days. And I dig a nice hole, maybe foot wide, 2 foot long, about 2.5 foot deep. Plenty of, so the dogs don't dig them up.
Oh, because the dogs will dig them up. They'll smell them.
Or other animals,
Right.
So the chicken's laying there. I put the shovel on his neck and chop his neck off. So chop his head off.
Quick and easy.
Quick and easy. The body jumped up and hit me right in my chest. Boom, bounced off of me. Blood flying all over my neck.
Man, they say chickens.
It flew around. It flew like 8 foot away from me, and I'm trying to swing the shovel. And I'm looking back at the house.
I wish I had video.
Watching.
I wish I had video of this.
I'm trying to pull it out of the air, and it's swinging around and come back at me like it knew I was there. Like it was mad at me for killing it. And trying to take me out
with no head,
and it hit me in the leg, and I was trying to get away, and then it finally hit the ground. I got him down with the shovel and holding it. It was still fighting me. Put it in the hole.
How long do you think it went with no head?
3 minutes.
No way.
3 minutes at least, bro. I kept looking back at the house, thinking Sarah's watching, thinking, "Oh, he fixed him. Oh, the chicken's good now."
So you're saying he's dead as a doornail?
The head was laying right there, bro. I looked at the head twice to make sure I didn't cut it off.
The chicken came back to life with no
After
head.
laying there for 3 days.
So the chicken didn't lay there, didn't move for 3 days. Dead as just
I can see a regular chicken. You cut its head off to cook him, and it's gonna fly around because it's still healthy.
Right.
But this dog was just laying out. He was done.
And so you go and then he comes to life, and then you're afraid your wife's going to be looking.
The devil was after you.
You're afraid the wife's going to be looking outside.
Yeah, freaking out, man, because she can't. She won't put. She'll cry for 3 days
if she would have seen it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you finally, after the chicken, after the.
Did he get a good burial? Did he have a good service?
He got shoved down with the shovel and held down because he still wanted to come out of the hole.
That's
Wasn't a very good one. It could have gone a lot more peaceful if he just not gotten so freaked out on me.
Man.
So as soon as you cut the head off, it came in right to your chest.
Hit me right in the chest. Blood all over my neck.
And then you were swinging the shovel around like you're
in the air. I'm swinging it over my head, trying to knock it down out of the air. I'm afraid it's going to fly back and then hit my screen porch where my wife's at. That would have really been nice.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, it was terrible.
I wish we could retire on that video.
Yes.
OnlyFans model that's suing Tyreek Hill, the Miami Dolphins wide receiver, over a broken leg, admits that she did have sex with him afterward.
Twice.
A new twist in the lawsuit filed against Tyreek Hill by a plus-size OnlyFans model. That lives in Tampa.
Is she plus size?
Yeah, if you see her, that's a good picture of her.
What do you mean? Is she FAT? Let me.
She's big. She a big girl?
You saying she's FAT?
She's fat? I think she's a big girl. I think she's.
I'll send Bubba her.
I think she's
Instagram.
BBW. Big.
Beautiful. Yeah, I sent you.
Beautiful woman.
I sent you her Instagram.
You did?
Yeah.
All right, let's get this girl. This is the girl that's suing Tyreek Hill, wide receiver, Miami Dolphins. And
she's just a little bigger.
Yeah. Well, let me see here. This is her Insta.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's,
Where is she fat, Lummy?
Well,
I feel like she's big in the right places.
I didn't think she was fat. I just that one picture didn't make her look like a plus-size model.
Those black guys sometimes like thicker girls. You know what I'm saying?
She is 6'1" too.
Oh my God, she's huge.
Wow.
She's
like way bigger than Tyreek.
She's bigger than you, Seth. She's literally bigger than you.
Yeah. Well,
if you were to have sex with her, it'd be like having sex with yourself, like somebody that big.
Well, isn't it all the same when you're on top?
I don't know.
Or inside?
I don't know.
They say something. That's what the real men say.
I don't know what the real men say. I'm not a real
Gene
man.
said yes. She's 6'1", 260.
My God, that is linebacker.
6'1", 260.
That's D1. That's D1 linebacker size. 6'1", 260.
She carries it well.
She does carry it well, and she's very beautiful. She's just a very big girl. 6'1", 260?
Yes.
That's a big girl, right?
Yes.
By the way, she's from Tampa. Maybe we could have her in here.
I messaged her.
You did?
Yeah, I got the same. Talked to her manager.
Oh, she's got a manager.
Yeah, she's got a lot of followers.
She's got 2.5 million followers, and obviously Tyreek Hill is one of them. So anyway, the lawsuit filed against Tyreek Hill by plus-size OnlyFans model was revealed Wednesday after she admitted that the two had got intimate after that she injured her leg. Sophie Hall said that she had sex with the star Dolphins wide receiver, and after she claimed Hill fractured her right leg with crushing. First of all, will you get me how big? What's
hurt that leg?
What's Tyreek Hill's measurements?
He's about 5'9", 165, 170.
Yeah.
It would look like
He's 5'2". He said it's 5'10", 191.
He's 5'10", 191.
You know they embellish those, Lummy.
Of course.
She's 6'1", 260. Anyway, during a backyard...
She might have slapped the bitch out of him.
She might have. Hill fractured her right leg with crushing force during a backyard football lesson in 2023, according to the deposition that was viewed by the Daily Mail. Hall, age 35, alleges in her lawsuit that during the June 28th, 2023 incident, Hill knocked her down with such force that she eventually had to undergo reconstructive surgery. She's asking to be awarded damages in excess of $50,000.
Not while they're having sex, but while they were practicing football?
Yeah, before they had sex.
However, Hall revealed during a deposition that the two of them had been intimate the night of the incident, according to the report. Hall explained that Hill had given her a piggyback ride from his bedroom, and what?
He's a strong man.
Yeah, he's a very strong
man.
And replied no when Hill's attorney, Robert Horowitz, asked if she had tried to call the police, leave, or asked to stay in a different room in Hill's South Florida mansion. No, because he was only aggressive in that moment after they had laughed at him and during those plays, but after the plays, it went back to his normal demeanor. So he was more himself, Hall explained in her response as to why she stayed in his room following the accident. This is a money grab. This is absolutely a money grab.
OnlyFans chicks with 2.3 million followers are doing just fine.
Yeah, but I know, but not when you can get a quick million or two from Tyreek Hill.
Well, can't a guy break your leg and you can still let him bone you a couple times?
I don't know.
So she did.
No, I think you probably can, but do you sue the guy then there later afterwards?
Maybe he ghosted her. Maybe he hurt her feelings. You know how this can go.
Hall had said Sophia Hall had said that the two had sex just once on the night that the football incident occurred, and admitted to Horowitz that later that next day they also had sex. I wanted comfort. I felt very vulnerable in the moment. I was injured, Hall also explained about sleeping in Hill's bed. Sophie Hall alleged spent several more days with Hill doing various activities before returning back to Tampa to receive medical treatment. Hill and Hall met the month prior after she enrolled her 10-year-old son into his football camp, and the two talked and texted briefly after that. So she enrolls her 10-year-old son to Hill's youth football camp.
That's how you meet the athletes these days.
Yeah. They get information. They start going back and forth. He then has her down to his Miami mansion, blasts her. Prior to the blasting, I guess they were playing some type of football deal in the backyard.
Yeah, they were filming something.
Oh, they were filming something.
They were running drills.
Okay. She breaks her leg. So you then go back.
Breaks it.
Here's the deal. If you really broke your leg, I got to think that you couldn't move. And it would be so painful that, if you couldn't have sex.
Well, no, because that's why he gave her a piggyback right up to his bed.
Oh, because she had injured her leg.
And she was on some pain pills.
And she was on pain pills. Yep. So Hill's like, hey, man, I need to piggyback. She can't really walk that well. And she's 260. Let's not forget that.
Bubba, if you were with Margot Robbie from Wolf of Wall Street.
Wow, I wish.
And you broke your leg, you would suck it up and bone her, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, that's what this woman did.
Yeah, but I don't see Margot Robbie giving Bubba a piggyback ride.
Right.
Well, Bubba would have made it. I'm saying,
boy,
Bubba
if that happened, that would be viral.
Maybe he crab walked to the bedroom. I don't know. I'm just saying that if you're trying to bone somebody enough, I think you can fight through broken in bones. That's all.
Yeah, you might be right. The sexual attraction could be so strong that you can sled through a broken leg in order to have relations with this gentleman.
Well, it's like Eminem says, you only have one shot. So, you don't want to blow your chance. If Margot Robbie wants to have sex with you and you're bleeding out, what are you doing?
During the October 2024 deposition, Hall also seemed to imply that she did not blame Hill for intentionally trying to hurt her in texts to her sister. That's not the word I used. I said I got injured while playing, Hall said. I just said that I was trying to guard him, and that's how I got hurt. Listen, sweetheart, there are really fast cornerbacks in the league that are very athletic that can't guard this guy. What makes it think that you at 6'1", 260 is going to be able to guard this? This is one of the best wide receivers in the league, and I think certainly he's one of the fastest. Is he not?
Yeah, well, it's not like she has to cover him to win this lawsuit or anything.
I know. Hall admits to having sex with Hill after breaking her leg. And again, so if you look at the X-ray here, I don't know what's broken.
Nothing.
I don't know what's like.
There ain't a break on there.
What are you, a sports orthopedist, Bubba?
No,
you'll see a line of some sort.
I'm not a sports orthopedist.
I seen my leg broke. My leg was broken. I seen the line where it broke.
Like, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Probably more than anything, we probably need Dan. An X-ray of the fractured leg. Like, am I?
Maybe that white part, that little white bone spur.
Maybe this little white bone.
This is a bone break.
Yeah, this is so you got a bone spur. Like, that's way different than breaking your leg. Because when you break your leg, this is the big femur bone right there. I'm assuming
it's fractured. It says an X-ray of the fractured leg. I mean,
I know fractured just a crack in it, but where's the crack? Is it the one on the left side there, going up, right there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, it was not injured enough to deter you from having sex with him 2 times. And I mean, if I was the opposing attorney, I would get in. I would get
to the side.
I would get. Yeah, you're gonna probably have to count. You're gonna probably have to side straddle her.
Oh, God.
Because I mean, if she fractured her leg, she's not gonna be able to be on top. And there's such a size difference that it'd be like almost like an elephant having sex with a football.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, he's just up there, just getting after it,
wow.
and just going crazy.
Dude, chicks are resilient. They have kids. They can fight through pain. If there's some, good D on the other end of that.
There's some good D. There's some good D that you can sue.
Hey, I sent you a picture of my chickens in my chicken coop.
All right, let me see if you can get Gene to send you
the
picture of the.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, send it to Lummy.
All right.
The NTSB chair says the Black Hawk helicopter crew believed to be maybe wearing night vision goggles before the midair crash. They're saying that in conjunction with the fact that this Black Hawk, they're also saying now, had its tracking unit turned off. The Army helicopter that collided with the passenger jet last week in Washington had its tracking technology turned off at the time of the crash.
Why?
I don't know. The technology allows an air traffic controllers to better track the movement of the aircraft. Republican Senator Cruz is a member of the Senate Commerce, Science and Transportation Committee who received a closed-door briefing on the crash with the U.S. Federal National Aviation Administration and the NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board. Cruz expressed concern that the tracking technology for the Black Hawk was turned off during the training mission. When in use, the technology called the Automatic Dependent Surveillance Broadcast, or ADS-B, broadcasts an aircraft position, altitude, and speed.
Well, why would they shut it off during training so they didn't see that they did wrong moves?
It allows air traffic
get a better grade.
It allows air traffic controllers to not rely solely on radar tracking, but which can have a delay of a few seconds, and hence gives you an extra safety layer. The deadly.
Well, they didn't have no extra safety layer now this time, now did they?
No, they turned it off. And so, Gene,
big old giant jet plane flying, and you didn't see it.
One would ask, why would you turn that off? And then Lasker just blurted out, and maybe he's right in his elementary and rude explanation of the fact that we turned it off because we're doing a training mission and we don't want you to see the wrong moves we make.
That's right. So you get a better grade.
So we get a better grade. I don't know. Do you get grades?
What else could it be?
Whether the pilots were wearing night vision goggles? Do you have confirmation?
And I'm going to couch this as it's preliminary information. We're only 1 week into this investigation, okay? But we do believe, given the mission and given what we've heard or not heard on the CVR, that they were wearing night vision goggles. If you're not wearing night vision goggles, you would state, typically by policy, that you are unaided. They are flying unaided, meaning they would not be having, they would not have night vision goggles on. That was not on the CVR. We did not find indication of that on the CVR, which means they would have had them on. But
so they didn't
again,
see the headlights.
Preliminary.
What's that?
They didn't see the headlights in that plane?
Well, I think if you do wear night vision goggles, that you maybe are your sight might be obscured somewhat on things that aren't lit.
I don't.
But I mean, it's my understanding that they flew into the side of the plane. So, I mean, the side of the plane has, lighted, flashing flashers.
When you first see the chopper and the plane on all these commercials, on all these little deals.
News stories.
News stories.
Commercials. On these
they were a very good 180 feet away from that plane. You didn't see the headlights in 180 feet? Oh, I get it. The guy told you there's a plane or being around you, watch what you're doing. And he looked down, he seen the plane taking off. But wouldn't you look at 360 movement? I'm a military guy, and I'm just coming back from Afghanistan. They shoot from every different source of around you. You don't just look in one spot. You look around. You keep your vision cleared. Things around you all the time. Every movement. They did it on purpose.
No. This is not this is a breakdown. This is the breakdown of the air traffic control system. Because, and if you want to go further down that rabbit hole, starts with DEI hiring practices.
Well, the guy that was talking to him was doing a good job talking to him. He just didn't tell him enough, evidently.
Well, this is a breakdown in having air traffic controllers. They usually staff it with 30, and they had 19 that night. And
I could see two planes crashing all day long over stupidness, but I just don't want to. I just cannot imagine one of them helicopters that are there to keep America safe crashing into a plane.
Macho sends me something about whoa. Yeah. Macho's going crazy. And I need to move this over so I can read it. Let me see here. It says, yes, you can see lights in night vision goggles as they amplify available light, including visible light sources allowing you to see things in low light conditions that your naked eye may not be able to see as clearly. However, the appearance of the lights may be different due to the way the night vision technology enhances the image. Yeah, so I think that maybe
they look further away.
Yeah. So here's the deal. This is a breakdown in the air traffic control division. They didn't ask which vehicle that they had in sight. When the helicopter pilot said, yes, we have traffic in sight, we all are assuming that he was saying that he saw the plane taking off, not the one coming in.
On the left, and he was looking at the plane on the right.
The air traffic controller should have said, which plane do you have a visual on? Make sure it is the one that is coming in and landing, not the one that's taking off.
It's fixing to smash you, dude. Look up.
The one that's quote-unquote fixing to smash you, dude. Look up.
Plus, it looks like they were 100 feet higher than they're supposed to fly.
Right. So
25 feet.
So the air traffic
controller
supposed
to be 200 feet.
The Black Hawk
go
above it.
The Black Hawk helicopter, it doesn't have their tracking on. That's strike one. The air traffic controller, when talking to the helicopter pilot, did not specify which plane you had in sight. And, there was 1,000 air traffic controllers that have passed the air traffic controller test, but did not meet DEI standards, such as being a dwarf, being an amputee, having mental issues, being blind, or being deaf are some of the requirements that DEI was specifically looking for to hire. And if you're just a regular dude,
they're not looking for it; they just allow it.
There was 1,000 people that had passed the air traffic controller test that weren't those categories they were looking for, and hence they didn't get hired. And it's air traffic control, the roster or the hopper of how many of those people work for the federal government. They said they were nearly over 1,000 to 1,500 short of having as many.
How about that, Biden? That really worked out for you, didn't it, you dumbass? Man, I mean, seriously.
Really pisses you off, doesn't it, Gene? Gets
Well,
you on, man.
I usually don't pay attention to the government because I can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So why worry about it? Just make my money, hide as much as I can, and go on.
That should be our country song, too.
But
Make my money, hide as much as I can, and go on.
That's right.
How about it?
But man, what's going on is just strictly stupid.
Are the Boy
man,
Scouts
and we're
still, are
allowing
the
it.
Boy Scouts even still a thing? I thought for sure that they wouldn't be able to survive all the sexual Scoutmaster claims that were against him. I thought at one time they had settled for like over $50 million they'd shelled out on little boys that had been touched by Scoutmasters and things like that. And then, I mean, like, Boy Scouts are so not what kids are into nowadays. Back when we were growing up, it was all about being outdoors and learning how to whittle and learning how to make a campfire and sleeping in a tent at night and, all that kind of deal. And I think that,
getting your little patches for being
get your little patch or being
obedient,
honorable and
clean.
obedient. Now it's, man, let me park my ass on my computer or let me park my ass on my Sony game, my Sony PlayStation and play games and talk to my friends all over the world and, never even really leave the house. I don't need to go out and whittle and build a fire and sleep in a tent. Please. Boy Scouts see a small membership uptick after the rebrand of Scouting America. It's my understanding that they may take the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts and combine them and call it Scouting America.
Oh, so on the lawsuit, Bubba, they settled for $2.4 billion.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah.
So you mean all the people that were suing the Boy Scouts of
How
America?
many people were suing?
Must have been a lot. There's a lot of boys getting touched if they're settling for $2.4 billion.
Damn, I didn't get touched in there either, man.
82,000 claims of
Man,
child
Gene,
sex abuse.
you've often
I'm
been
pissed.
so mad because you never got touched as a priest.
Man, I was in there all the time. I mean, should have got me at least once.
All the stories he has, he wasn't touched by the Boy Scouts or the priest.
Must have been an ugly little guy.
Gene Lasker is tore up because he didn't get touched as a Boy Scout.
I'd be a billion. I'd have my money right now.
You got touched by the wrong guy.
You got money, Gene, and you know what? Think about this. You got money because you'd made it on your own and you didn't have to get touched for it.
Well, he got touched by the gay guy. He took $2,000.
A lot of work. That's a lot of work.
You got you some money for being touched from the gay guy that you ripped off $2,000 in Tennessee too.
I know, but it wasn't enjoyable money either because I was worried because I stole it and I was worried about getting caught with it.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Lasker, you're on a roll today, bud.
That's where the money's coming in.
What's that?
You're getting
That's where the
50.
money's coming in.
You're getting 50% of that, Lasker.
I don't need no money.
Stop
Did you see? No, I said I don't need none of Sponge's money.
I wish I was touched.
Let me tell you something, Sep.
Yes, sir.
I walked in here this morning and I looked down at the fucking tag on that F-150 and I felt fucking bad for Bubba. I went, fuck, man, what the fuck is that? I'm used to, when I met him, that fucking BTLS was on a motherfucking Jaguar or a fucking goddamn Mercedes 300.
Now it's on a back.
And now it's on the back of a fucking F-150.
I thought F-150s were respected. They're not.
Not
F-150s ain't respected at all, bitch.
Oh, shit.
They're not Super Duties.
What about a 350?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm only on a little
But
job.
let me tell you something. I own an F-150 too, but my wife drives it. But good gas mileage. You still does your job. You still make a little bit of money with the bed being in the back, and it helps with groceries and all that. And it is. But it's you can't take it off road and pull your tractor from being stuck in the fucking mud. It ain't gonna help you. You got to have something real. But I'm not saying it. I'm not taking away from he's got a nice truck. I'm just taking away from that fucking tag should have been on a fucking $150,000 car.
I don't know fucking.
And you know what? And that's how I got to know him.
Not everybody can have a Ford Hemi like you love.
Well, I mean, how do we get you to get the $150,000 car, then?
Oh, yeah,
that fucking movie fucking hits right.
Yeah, the movie hits right. We got to figure it out.
Movie hits right. We get Jonah Hill to play you and whom?
Yeah, Jonah Hill.
Well, I mean, he's funny. He's got
yeah. I'd be honored.
Yeah.
How about it?
Dark comedy.
Oof.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way, Gene. I only hear about the good old days.
Me too. I am so fucking.
Did you see my chicken coop?
Yeah, what a badass chicken
Nice
coop.
one, huh?
Did you build that or?
No, I bought it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
From a
It looks
fireman in Plant City.
From a fireman?
A fireman. He builds those.
Oh, he custom builds them. So he comes to your place and builds them?
And
Wow.
then I met over Facebook the girl that burned her arms off and burned her legs off, burned her head real bad in Texas. She was in a car fire, and then the fireman burned himself up pretty damn bad, saving her. And you know, kind of go like, I wish she wouldn't have been saved. She went through like 80 operations. But that fireman, because he's a fireman, helped that fireman try to make money. So he would take money off of his chicken coops that he's building and donate it to this fireman to get him better.
Cool.
Then he started helping the little girl out, which I powder coated 2 wheelchairs for her. And he bought them, brought them to me. I powder coated them, and they took them to Texas to put them. Ivory's her name, I think. But we kept up with her for a long time, and she's doing good now. She got prosthetic legs, and a prosthetic arm, and she's moving around, and she can feed herself, and she's doing real good. She's like 14.
So the guy that
when she
built
was
your
11.
coop is helping her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a good dude that built that chicken coop.
Oh, it's a badass chicken coop.
Badass chicken coop, man. Inside, so outside, the door opens up. They got little cubbies. When we put the hay in there, and that's where the chickens lay the eggs up at the top. Sometimes they lay them at the bottom over in the corner. Sometimes, and we got to crawl in there and get them. But she named everyone. She holds her chickens and pets them.
That's her jam.
Yeah, she likes her animals, man. She loves her animals.
Thank God she didn't see that one.
Yeah, man.
I would have tore her
She
up.
heard about it because I talked about it before, and now she really heard about it on the radio. But you know, But like right now on the radio, if she starts hearing that, she'll shut the radio off. And then turn it back on.
Larry Plummer is going to swing by and say hi to you.
All right, Larry Plummer. I ain't seen him in.
Yeah, he came down to see me watch the races.
Yeah, way back in the day.
He's going to come in and say hi at the end of the show when you're walking out.
All right. Larry Plummer is fucking probably the only better friend than me.
Yep. I've been his friend since 1970. Best friends.
Yep.
That's my guy, buddy. That you and him, Fabrizi, Tom Bean, Jimmy Cleveland.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Gene Lasker, Larry Plummer's in town. He's going to swing by the studios here.
Oh, nice.
I caught him doing leg presses the other day.
Yeah. He came over early and did a little bit of workout. I got to tell you, Larry, right after the show, Larry's supposed to be picking me up, but he's going to say hi to Gene, walk Gene out to his truck. Then I have literally got to go upstairs and go poop. I'm about ready to poop my pants.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go?
Oh, because I can't poop in 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Can you? Be honest. I'm a 15-minute pooper.
No, I'm not a 15. I can poop when I'm ready to poop. I just poop, get it out. Poop.
But I'm ready to poop. Like I'm ready. Like it's there. Like it just really rolled up on me to the point where, oh my God, I'm like
When you wipe your butt, do you fold up the tissue paper nicely?
But see, the reason why I want to poop upstairs is because my sister bought me one of those Tushy bidets.
Yeah.
And Gene, it power wash.
Don't even talk to me,
Gene.
Don't talk to me no more.
I'm going to tell you about how this works.
No, I don't want to know.
And
and I don't want to know that you do it. I just don't want to know.
Gene, it power washes your butthole, and all you have to do is take like 3 or 4 little slices, fold them up in you just get one little pat and wipe the water off your butt.
And where does it splash at? All over the seat?
No, it goes down into the bowl.
Oh, it don't splash?
No, it doesn't splash. It's got this little nozzle that's like kind of just engineered to be right near your BH. And what you do is you sit on it, and you kind of move your butt. You kind of like just kind of get this. Once you hit the stream, then you can feel what part of your ass it's hitting, and then you just kind of strategically move your BH to the.
You do know there's a little bit wrong with you,
Gene. It's the cleanest way you can.
Guys
Gene,
don't do that.
I guarantee you, my butthole is probably cleaner than anybody's butthole here after you've gone to the bathroom.
What does it matter if it ain't?
What do you mean?
What does it matter if it ain't?
You're going to try to
It
say.
does matter
You're going
that
to
you're going to sit there and turn water on. Oh, let me water up my butt, and then wipe it off one time instead of 3 times.
No, but
listen,
why not?
I wipe my butt, and there's nothing on that white tissue.
Yeah,
it's clean.
But can you imagine if you were power washing your ass? How much? I mean, it's like saying, you know what?
No, I don't
Gene,
power
Here's
wash
the
my
difference.
butt.
Ready? When your truck's dirty, do you wipe it off with a dry rag or do you wipe it with water? Exactly. Your ass, your BH is dirty, and you're wiping dry poop from it. Well, there's going to be a small little residue, no matter how good of a wiper you are. And the older you get, like me and you, and a little bit heavier,
that's what underwear's for.
The least amount of flexibility you get, and getting back there and getting all that whole area just becomes a little bit more.
And you got a pair of underwear for that. That's the protection mode.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't like to bacon strip up my underwear. Maybe you do.
I just buy more.
Okay, cool. But
pull them off, got a couple stripes, throw them away.
Yeah, how about this? How about you go sit down and, you blast your ass with water?
No, that's stupid, gay maneuvers.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
You're
not.
going to do other things later in life just because you started doing
he's
this.
already done them, Gene.
Hold on. Gene says you're going to do other things later in life because you started doing this.
Exactly.
What does that mean? I'm going to all of a sudden like things in my butt? No.
Maybe so.
I just want my butt clean.
Maybe just want your anal
okay, well,
tickled.
maybe you want to clean a little bit further up in there.
No, the depth that bidet gets, the Tushy bidet, is good with me. But it really.
So you hear somebody else say that's cleaner up in there than
yours.
yours.
What were you going to say?
I sent you Gene's chicken coop. It is chickens.
Oh, it's badass too.
Yeah.
He's sending it to me.
Please, let's talk about that.
I know, Seth.
Yeah.
I'm ready for an omelet with Philly steak
I mean,
in it.
Gene, you shut him down. You said, I buy more underwear. And I mean, you
That's
had
it.
him
What
flapped
else?
up. You
I mean,
couldn't say
come on.
anything.
Here's Gene's chicken coop. Gene, so I'm assuming all this is like they
That's
can't.
it. They hop up in that center part.
So that's
right
where
there.
they can. That's where they can
In the
free range in there,
backside,
right?
I pick it up, and they're all inside these little cubby holes. All
So
in
they
there.
hop out of
12
here,
spots.
hop out of here,
Yep.
and they can roll around in here, and then they go back up there at night.
Yep.
That's a badass chicken coop.
They're perfectly dry. I keep a heater in there during the winter, and we put a fan there during the summer.
There's Gene's lovely wife, Sarah.
Love you, Sarah.
Love you, Sarah. Looking great, by the way. You know what? You're almost like Bill Belichick, where your wife is just girlfriend or wife is just way out of your
I'll tell you
league.
one thing. My wife can line right up to Belichick's girl.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
The disparagement, from Bill to
Look
her.
at that, look at that smile, boy. Bam.
And that's her chickens, isn't it? These
She's
are her.
inside the coop, bro.
Okay, bud. Man, why are you getting so violent? One on my butt.
Because of that damn bouquet you said about.
Bouquet.
I just can't
You're
believe
terrible.
you.
It's called a bidet.
I walked up in here this morning and felt bad about the tag on your car, and I shouldn't have.
I know you've already told everybody that you felt bad for me.
I like that Gene did. He did explain to me that he felt bad.
So
for
I have
you.
a personalized tag on my truck. We don't have to say what it is. Don't blurt it out, but you did on a hot mic. I got a personalized tag on my truck, and I never used to have a personalized. I had a personalized tag back in the day when I was really rolling hard. And when I bought this truck, I could have saved. I think I saved like $150 if you had an existing tag. And so I got an existing tag. So I put it on this truck. It's been on my truck since I bought it, and it's just an F-150, 2019 F-150.
It's nice.
Lariat, 5.0, 5-liter Lariat, with the crew cab. And I keep it nice. Now it's really dirty right now because I've been at the track every night. So it's got all this dirt on it. So Lasker pulls up, and the last time I had that tag on a car, I had it on like $125,000 Jaguar.
Yeah.
Which was, an XJL or XLJ or whatever the hell, but it was badass. It was so nice. It was white. I had white wheels on it.
Never let me drive it.
Really nice. Really nice. And so Lasker comes in today and he goes, let me tell you something. Today I almost started crying for you. I go, what? Gene, I'm getting ready for the show. What's going on? Well, See, and you never know what the hell he's talking about. Like you just never know what really is triggering him. Today I felt really bad when I pulled next to your truck. I go, why? And then I just automatically assumed that he was going to say it's dirty. You know, man, you got a dirty track there. He goes, I said, yeah, it's really dirty. You know, I've been at the track. I'm not going to probably wash it till Sunday. Or maybe even after USAC gets there. What's the point? He goes, nah, it doesn't matter how dirty it is. It's what it is. I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, you know, back in the day, you used to bolt that personalized tag up to a high dollar deal, and now you just got an F-150. I'm like, Gene.
I felt bad for him.
I'm like, Gene, listen, I'm
instantly just sat there and was saddened.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, well, Gene, that's just what it is, my friend. He goes, well, hopefully, you know, your documentary hits or something, you can get back on top. I go, Gene, I think I feel like, you know, I don't have to be on top and make that type of money to be happy. Yeah, it helps. It helps, though, doesn't it, buddy? You know, remember that big house you used to have and airplanes and everything? I go, Gene, I'm getting ready for the show. Please stop. All right, just telling you something. I feel for you, Sponge. I'm like, stop.
I told him I thought that F-150s were well respected, but he said not at all. He said it has to be a 350.
So then Seth
that's
goes,
not a heavy duty.
It's like,
not a super duty. Super duty.
F-150 is good for a wife or something. She's just going to pick up groceries and stuff. But if you want a real truck, you got to get you like a dually like mine, F-350. You can pull a guy out of the mud, 4-wheel drive, everything like that. That F-1. Bubba doesn't even have 4x4 on that thing. It's kind of a girl's truck, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that's right. He's got a personalized tag on a little bitch truck.
He's looking out for you, man.
Yeah, I do have kind of a little bitch truck. That would be something like a farm girl from Plant City would be driving, not me.
For her first truck.
Well, for her first truck is the truck that I'm driving when I'm, you know, in the twilight of my career. Hello. Hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Debbie from Crestview. How you doing?
Hi, Debbie from Crestview. How are you?
All right. You was talking about his chickens and all a little while back, and y'all were talking about how high they could fly. And he said about 2-foot fence would do it. Not hardly. I got 11 chickens. They lay eggs, and I got a 4-foot fence, and they can clear that and get into the woods.
Oh yeah,
they come back to eat, but they can get up there.
They can get up there.
Yeah,
4 foot.
They just don't go a long ways.
4 foot. Yeah, they don't go too far.
They'll go up high, as high as they can. They're, you know,
so they'll
up.
go into the woods, mess around, but then when they can't find anything that they want some real food, they know where the food is. They'll come home.
That's about size of it.
As long as something don't get them, you know.
Now, can something in the like a raccoon, or I mean, there's all kinds of things that could get him in the woods. All right,
they kind of like raccoons like for them chickens.
And that's easy picking
for pretty close to the yard, though.
That's easy pickings for a raccoon to just pick off a chicken. No big deal. I don't think, Gene, the chickens are very, very tough, are they? They're not very tough. Even though you got
that smart either.
You know, are they dumb?
I don't know how smart my chicken is.
All right, well, listen, man, Debbie from Crestview, I appreciate you listening to the show.
Hey, I was glad to hear y'all.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you.
We get a lot of female callers that live up in the Panhandle.
You wouldn't believe how many female callers we have.
Man, it's like always.
And it's a Panhandle.
Yeah, the Panhandle women love us.
You mean female callers or female listeners?
Female listeners and callers.
Well, I mean,
from the Panhandle.
Each the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know about this story of this teenager that killed his mother.
What a dick.
And I didn't know about it. Well, he got cleared. He got found not guilty, so he didn't do it. I mean, unless you're Mark Ober, and not guilty doesn't necessarily mean
did
innocent.
he kill his dad earlier in the year?
I don't know. Maybe it was just
First at 5, not guilty. That is the verdict in the case of a Polk County teen accused of kidnapping and murdering his own mother. A jury acquitted 17-year-old Colin Griffith after 11 hours of deliberations. It comes 5 months after Kathy Griffith was killed inside her mother's home in Auburndale. Fox 13's Carla Byron explains how the jury ultimately decided.
Yeah, like.
He gunned down his dad 2 years ago.
So hold on. How do you get cleared on that?
I'm looking it up.
Like stand your ground, Willie, and then finally he gets mom too? My Lord.
Yeah, he's killed his dad in self-defense, he said.
And a jury cleared him. So you can't double jeopardy him. He's done. I mean, he's free as you and I.
Yeah, he self-defense on his gun and his mom.
Decided that Colin acted in self-defense.
All right, maybe you're misconstruing.
No, this is what it said. Previously killed his father in self-defense. He's also claiming the same thing with his mom.
Maybe let's see it here.
As to count one,
the defendant is not guilty. As to count 2, the defendant is not guilty. So say will this 5th day of February, 2025.
17-year-old Colin Griffith hugging his
17.
Public
and
defender?
killed both. Mom and dad.
public defense team, and then smiling towards his family members, including his aunt and grandmother sitting in the courtroom, all relieved by the verdict.
He showed his intentions by his actions and by his words and what he said he was going to do. He was going to kill that evil his own mom. And so he did.
Prosecutor Mark Levine claimed in September Colin stabbed his mother, Kathy Griffith, in the neck after the two got into a heated argument inside his grandmother's home in Auburndale. They argued.
Man, there's killing somebody then stabbing somebody in the neck. That's next level.
Jeez. He killed her because he didn't like her disciplining him.
You heard him on the body-worn camera footage. I don't want to kill her, but if she attacks me, I will defend myself.
And that was their defense. Colin's public defender, Amy Thornhill, said Colin killed his mother in self-defense. She painted the picture of a son who was scared of Kathy and who was trying to escape from her violent and aggressive behavior, which was corroborated by...
He's just a little guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he don't look like no murderer.
Colin's grandmother. Following the verdict, Thornhill said in a statement, "I appreciate all of the attention the jurors paid to what was presented to them. It was a difficult decision, and I thank them."
As to count 1, the defendant is not guilty.
Colin faced up to life in prison for first-degree murder and kidnapping. He now walks free.
What about all the time that he had to spend in jail while being held for this trial?
What about the Menendez brothers?
True. What's updated on that?
I don't know.
I think that kind of just went away, didn't it?
I think once that guy, the prosecutor, whoever was the guy that got voted in.
Yeah, the new guy got voted in, kind of.
They said that they were going to be home by Thanksgiving.
That's what they did.
Polk County, Carla Byron, Fox 13 News.
Let me do these. I wonder if they say, well, listen, we didn't cover this, but we want to tell you that he also killed his dad 2 years earlier.
A year prior to...
Oh, yeah, here we go.
To his mother's death, Colin shot and killed his father in Oklahoma, but charges were never brought in that case because he claimed self-defense in that incident as well. The Polk County jury heard he shot and killed someone in self-defense, but they were not allowed to know it was his father. Sheriff Grady Judd released a statement after the verdict.
Oh, here we go. Grady's full hot. Right, Lemmy? Because this is kind of an L. This is kind of an L for you, right?
Saying, quote, "Our detectives firmly believe that Colin Griffith murdered his mother. The jury determined that they could not convict him beyond and to the exclusion of all reasonable doubt. During our investigation, detectives found witnesses that believe he also murdered his father in Oklahoma. That investigation is ongoing."
So he never got cleared, and so they could still throw charges on him from the Oklahoma deal.
I don't know, man. It seems like he's a murderer.
Yeah.
To me, it kind of does. It's like he's quick to pull the trigger on the deal, right?
It looks like his mom just bought him a brand new car the day before he killed her.
It wasn't the one he wanted.
He graduated.
I stabbed my mom in the neck. Why? Because she didn't get my car I wanted.
Bought me a Honda.
She bought me a Honda. And I wanted an F-350. I wanted a Lexus.
He got a Jetta.
If you wiki the 2028 United States presidential election, which we're already looking forward to that, they did you see where on the Democratic side they added Stephen A. Smith, sports journalist, as far as potential Democratic candidates?
Yeah,
Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, and then a bunch of people I don't know. The only person I really recognize is Gavin Newsom from California.
Yeah, AOC in there.
Oh my God.
Tim Walz, Josh Shapiro.
Potential candidates for the Republican deal. J.D. Vance, of course, vice president. He's probably the favorite. Governors Ron DeSantis, Brian Kemp, Ted Cruz, and Doug Burgum of North Dakota.
Ted Cruz is never going to be the president.
No.
Didn't Trump destroy him when they were running in 2016?
Yeah,
he called him his
actually,
little bitch.
Trump destroyed. I think actually Trump destroyed all these guys.
He destroyed Jeb Bush. He ended his career.
He destroyed Jeff Bush. He destroyed Ron DeSantis. Remember, he had to come back home and be a governor.
Yep.
I think Brian Kemp also had his nose in the deal. Ted Cruz got absolutely owned last time. I mean,
that's when Trump was unhinged and he was calling people's wives ugly.
I know. He is unhinged. like my BH.
Oh, goodness.
My BH is unhinged, getting ready to accept that Baudet It'll be so clean, Gene. You're just imagining because my BH is cleaner than yours. And when you bake and strip your underwear, you have to buy new. I never bake and strip anymore, bud. Ever.
Anymore?
Even though you got a way better truck than me. And I have a little bitch truck compared to yours. At least I don't bake and strip my underwear like you do. Still. When we return, the fan favorite Air Jordan sneaker is expected to make its return for the first time ever.
Oh, nice.
I need to start designing the Air Bubba 3s, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Air Bubba 1 and 2 sold out, man. Sold out. I need to start designing the Air Bubba 3s.
Did Gene get a pair of Air Bubbas?
I don't know if Gene, what size shoe do you wear?
11.
All right, I'll look if I have any left. I mean, I did hold back a few, and I don't know if Gene would wear them though.
Why?
The
gold ones?
Did you know I have my own shoe?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I wear it?
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Does you think they're a bitch shoe like my truck? This is a bitch shoe like his truck. I'll be back in a minute. Hold on.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
To where, like, where other people, go watch a kid at school, doing some kind of concert, or the mother, father, hangs out with their son at the school.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'd wear them to there. Wear them to Monster Jam, something like that.
Monster Jam, how about it?
Yeah, there you go.
How about it, Monster Jam?
That's right.
Chris Lieros, Lummy, $50 will close the show with Chris Lieros.
Thank you.
I can get out of here as early as 55. No, I think yeah, I can get out here earlier than that.
54?
I gotta poop so fucking bad. Gene, Larry's gonna come say hi to you, and then I'm going upstairs to poop. But Larry wants to say hi to you.
How about that?
Did he leave?
No, he's here. He's watching you in the smart card.
That was when he was moving? Because his office was never like that, ever, unless he moved in or moving out. Must have been moving out because we didn't have the smart car when we moved in.
Troy Lincoln, $50. Gene is the goat.
Who was that?
Troy Lincoln.
Troy Lincoln. Thanks, Troy Lincoln. Can they hear me? If they're listening, right?
Glad you're getting to hear me. Glad you're getting to hear me.
Yeah.
Bobby goes Steve. What's the Bubba shoes? Red, white, and blue. Captain Creamsicle, $100.
Damn.
Thank you, Captain Cream.
That's another $100, huh?
Thank you, buddy.
For G. 2 times, man. Thanks.
How about it?
Troy Lincoln. Morning, Big Under.
How about it?
How about that?
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito Studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, we just got a big supportive donation from Chris Larios.
Nice.
Thank you, Chris Larios. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App if you want to make our last minute week go well. Thank you so very much.
Troy Lincoln, $50. Captain Creamsicle, $100.
Man, Captain Creamsicle. Chris Larios. The other
Troy
dude.
Lincoln.
Troy Lincoln. Glad you're getting to see Lasker. Appreciate it. Now, I'm sorry, Lummy, you were going to try to...
Captain Hawkeye, 25.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Getting the hell out of here. I got to go poop, and then I got to blast my... what do you call that, Gene? That when you blast the water, power washes your BH?
Stupid.
Okay.
Captain Hawkeye, another 25. Gene's a man. Bidets are manly.
Real men don't do that. I mean, it's true.
What real men can't have? Real men can't have extremely clean buttholes?
Yeah, just wiping the extra another spot. I mean, toilet paper ain't that much money.
Well, you can also blow it off with some high-pressure water, and some real fancy bidets even have them warm. My water's not warm. It's just room temp, but it's good enough for my BH. I don't have a fancy BH. So, Lasker's completely tore up over this whole bidet deal. So, Lummy, the FCC, CBS, I think Trump, this is what he needs to not be doing. He's suing CBS over the 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris, saying that it was unfair and all this kind of stuff.
It was before the election.
Oh, so
he sued before the election.
Well, can he drop it now? I mean, now that you won the presidency, what's the point?
Well, sorry, Seth.
No, I was going to say, I know that they claim that one was edited, but I don't think she even looked good in that interview.
Yeah,
she didn't.
I mean, Trump's claiming in this lawsuit that was filed before the election, which at this point I would maybe sue her just until what has happened, and that is that the FCC demanded, or actually the FCC ruled that CBS had to hand over the Harris interview pre-edited. So maybe that's what he wanted to get, was that, and then after he got it, which I think he has now, and now all of America can watch it, that maybe you drop your lawsuit now. I mean, you're suing network television because they didn't, offer you the same. Well, I mean, I guess maybe there is a little bit credence in the fact that equal time issues with regards to 60 Minutes didn't offer him an interview. I don't think. Maybe they did.
I don't think they did. I think they gave him a little spot. But it looks like
is he suing for equal time issues, or suing for slander, defamation? What?
Slander, defamation, equal time issues, and they were trying to defraud the public. by not giving equal time, and also
I can see equal time.
Election fraud. But he said that he possibly will drop the lawsuit.
He needs to drop it. Now, listen. He needs to drop it. He's at the head. He's obviously the commander in chief, so he runs the FCC too, or whoever he appoints in there runs it. So it kind of looks like it would. You're going to fast track all of this. Everything. You're going to get every ruling. You're going to get every positive. You're going to make the FCC can be your henchman at this point. So it doesn't. I don't think that's a good look.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to drop the lawsuit, but then have FCC just look at making sure CBS.
Absolutely, I have no problem with dropping the lawsuit on slander and defamation, and then going after what really did happen, and that is they didn't offer him equal time. And you have to offer both candidates. If you're going to do a sit down with one, you have to do a sit down with the other. Same format. If with regards to us, Lummy, when we were campaigning for Kevin Hazlett. Now this is on the federal level. When we were campaigning for Kevin Hazlett, I had to send a letter, and Tom Bean and Brian did it. Send a letter to Ana Luna Polina. I had to send a letter offering her equal airtime on my show, comparable to the times that Kevin was on. Now, that doesn't mean that I have to be asking favorable questions, or I just have to allow her that much time on my show. And of course, they politely declined because it would have been combative. But you at least have to offer it to them. And I don't think CBS did that. So equal time issues, yes, sue all day.
And it looks like they took certain, I guess it was for fraud too, take certain answers and changed them up for different questions.
Whatever.
I know, I'm just,
that's some tricky stuff. Bubba, I know it's like she didn't get elected and all that, and it's probably a lot of it had to do with her bad interviews. But, if they're changing questions, like if they're changing answers to questions and moving stuff around,
that's kind of defrauding.
That's like stuff we do in radio for entertainment. You know, like that's not something you
should do for a presidential election,
or anything really.
I think Trump could make himself look better if he just dropped and just keep with the core of what the real issue is here, which is equal time, and the fact that they highly edited this to potentially defraud voters into information that was edited. So I know it was about 55 minutes long, 54 minutes long. I have it right here.
Yeah.
And you're going to watch it for me?
Yeah, got some high spots.
And get some high spots for me so we can break them down. Perfect. Lummy, I'm out of here.
Good luck on your poop.
I'm headed. I'm gonna poop, and then I'm gonna head to. And I'm headed to Ocala for the $15,000 to win Lucas Late Model show. Gene, the USAC non-wing 410 guys are around next weekend. If you're not around, I'd love for you to come up.
I might do that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, especially on Saturday night with the big,
Yeah.
All right, Seth, have a great weekend.
Oh, you too.
Rhett, Macho Man, Lummy, appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
And more importantly, thank you to all the Bubba Army that support us through various means. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. More importantly, join our YouTube channel, okay?
After show next.
After show with Rhett and Lummy.
And Colton.
And next. Have a good weekend.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian, Lummit.
It's Seth, co-host and president of podcasting.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter programming.
Rhett, the filthy ginger video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire of Council. Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello.